Alrighty, good evening everyone. Welcome to the CCS Week 5 bonus stream. That's me, your play-by-play Redakted, joined tonight by Glacial for a quite exciting match. We have Spirit Essence against the Squid champions fighting for their playoff lives here. Glacial, how are you doing tonight? How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm glad to be here. This is an absolutely crucial match in this group. I think at the current time, there's like a 4-way tie currently between all the teams at the middle. A huge fight to get into playoffs here, and a win for either team is going to be imperative to try to make it into playoffs. So, really big match here. Excited to see what these teams bring out.
Absolutely, I am too, and it's like you said, this is a really huge match because there's like 4 teams all jockeying for position for that second and third seed really in Group B of our Diamond League here. So, it's very important that these match wins or game wins are secured. I'm sure both teams want to get a 2-0 so that way there's no further points in their loss of game score there, but we'll have to find out if either side can make it happen here as we
you have to imagine Squid champions dropping here would probably mark the end of their season because their game score hasn't been looking too great. Only 4-4. Spirit Essence and Iconic are standing on top as far as that goes. So really important for them to try and pick up the win here if they want any chance of making it in.
Yeah, but same thing for Spirit Essence as well. They're 6-5 currently in game score. ROTM Crowstorm is basically on their tails. They went 2-0, I believe, last week. So if they get another 2-0 and Spirit Essence drop this, make this series either a 2-1 series, or even if they go 1-2, or if they go 1-2, then they're out. But if they go 2-1. It's very, like I said, game score is very important here. So, but we are hot into draft here, so let's get right into it. Zeri being banned first for Spirit Essence, with Squid banning the Viego here. Fiddlesticks as well. That's interesting. I'm guessing they've done a little bit of scouting and whatnot, or unless Fiddlesticks been meta recently, Glacial, do you know? Because I haven't played much. I've been
Fiddlesticks
stuck in
isn't
summer
meta.
Class.
To say the least, he did receive a round of buffs, but I do believe they're trying to take that away from the Squid Champions jungler. I believe his name is I Need My Coffee. Yeah. One of his favorite champions in solo queue. He has some of those picks. The Viego, the Rengar, and the Fiddlesticks, of course, are probably his three main champions there. So just taking it away from him. Fiddlesticks can be a really annoying, really game warping champion to play around. So I think Spirit Essence trying to keep the game a little bit more standard in their comfort zone, and we'll see where that takes them.
Gotcha. And there it is. B1 the Seraphine. I mentioned this before previously in my pre-week 1 power rankings. This team, like, literally 4 of their players play Seraphine. I don't know if they flex it throughout all the different lanes. I just knew when I looked at their OpGGs, I saw Seraphine on 4 different players. And they have gotten that champion once again. So we'll have to see where they're going to place her. But Squid Champions locking in the Sivir and hovering the Wukong here. Wukong I haven't seen much recently in the meta, but he's still a pretty good pick. Would you say so, Glacial?
Yeah, Wukong's definitely still strong. Priority has maybe gone down a little bit in recent patches, but still one of the stronger ones, especially with a couple of these junglers banned away. Now the Poppy is still up for the side of Spirit Essence. They might want to opt for something like that. Now, Seraphine actually has been nerfed a lot more recently, so I'm surprised to still see a lot of priority on that. They banned away the Zeri, of course, so taking away at least one of those bot lane marksmen, but they still go over Sivir to the other side. I think Sivir can be a super strong champion right now, so we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, Seraphine Essence Esports, as they want to call themselves. They really love that pick. But yeah, they're gonna not round it out, but add the J4 here. Who, that's a pretty interesting pick. Seen it flex top, seen it in the jungle, also support. So very very interesting pick here. I don't know too much about J4 in our current meta right now. So we'll just have to see what Spirit Essence here will round it out with. But yeah, like you said, Wukong was locked in for Squid Champions, and it's the Swain. Okay, all right, that's CC. That's all CC right now that I see from Seraphine Essence Esports.
The Jarvan probably picked, especially to lock down the Sivir. Sivir is one of those, low mobility, short range marksmen, so you're usually always going to be able to get that Jarvan ult on top of her. And then just being able to layer some other CC, so Seraphine, can actually stay outside that Sivir range, and they have the wombo combo potential between the Jarvan and the Seraphine. The Swain's also picked up here. Kind of interesting to see that this early into the draft. It's known for the more anti-dive style, but the pick potential between the Jarvan and the Swain can be pretty strong as well. On the side of Squid Champions, picking up the Yuumi, very safe bot lane. Sivir Yuumi, you can sit there, farm, scale, and obviously when Yuumi hits the late game, it becomes kind of insane, kind of unplayable. And then same with the Sivir, one of those hard scaling champions. So they're a pretty common combo to see. Now the Twitch is banned away, so it looks like they actually think that might be a Swain top and a Seraphine mid. Twitch is one of the answers to the Sivir, can match your scaling, the super long range in the team fight, so you can get access to her. That's usually one of the counters, and then taking away, looks like they're going to go for another ADC as well. The Jinx, obviously, scales pretty hard. Both of those bot laners would be able to farm it out. Jinx will scale as well, so it looks like they don't want to give a super good bot lane matchup. Meanwhile, Sylas and Nar taken away by the side of Spirit of Essence. Two super strong champions right now, especially Blind, but that kind of signals that they are planning on picking their one of their mid or their top lane here, so possibly thinking of still flexing the Seraphine down the bot lane. So we'll have to see how that plays out.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. And honestly, there's not much more I can say about those picks or those bans from both sides. You laid it down really well. As soon as I saw the Twitch ban, I was like, yes, that's a very good ban, because Twitch has definitely risen in the meta and in prominence since the Sivir rework or retool, readjustment, whatever you want to call it here. As I don't know if your draft lull is lagging, but mine is, because it's just stuck on Yone. So I'm gonna refresh my. There it is. Okay, yep. Mine was lagging. I don't know why. That was weird. All right, so it's Victor locked in and Tarek for Spirit Essence. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I wonder how.
Yeah, another anti-dive champion. So they're opting really heavy into that sort of anti-dive. With the Jarvan, I guess they're going for some kind of bait them into an engage and then get some like kind of re-engage
Wait,
off.
is this a Seraphine Taric lane though?
Could
Ew, that's a
be
lot of healing. Oh, that's
a lot of
annoying.
healing, a lot of shielding. I expect to see a big
Yep,
carry
there
out
it
here,
is.
and yeah, it is. The
There it is.
Gangplank scales super hard. You can drop the ulti on the Sivir on the Victor and just try and get on top of them. It's kind of the idea, obviously. His barrels do 2 million damage, scales super hard. So we'll see what they answer here for that.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying. But dead botting, we're gonna assume on the Seraphine, because right, like it's either dead botting or
Ooh,
Valkyria.
that's a Lucian top counter pick for Gangplank. That is one of his older counters. Used to be able to pick Lucian top, just destroy him in lane. Scale pretty well as well. I'm excited to
So,
see how that's piloted here by
so
Boreal.
either
I believe is
Boreal, you think's getting the
mhm,
Lucian, not right? The fire.
yeah. I mean,
Okay,
he's their big carry for Squid champions, and
for sure, for sure.
definitely going to be interesting to look up towards this top side, where I have to imagine most of the action this game is going to happen.
Yeah, so yeah, as we are now here in getting ready to lock in our champions for the client draft here, we'll truly see where these champions are going and just see how things are going to shape up. But so far, Glacier, what do you think of the draft for both sides?
It's pretty interesting to see how each draft developed. I think after all the counter engage got picked up by Spirit Essence, seeing them opt into Lucian is kind of interesting. So it looks like, how Squid Champions are going to want to win this game is just by kiting out the opponents. They have 3 ranged characters
Mm-hmm.
with especially a decent amount of mobility, movement speed. Just trying not to dive too much into that Swain, into that Taric. If you can kite them out, they're not actually that strong. On the side of Spirit Essence, just using that Gangplank, he's kind of the key carry here for this comp. They don't have a ton of damage, but if they can ever land onto these carries, get the Gangplank ult down, get the Jarvan ult Seraphine, try and combo all these abilities, then, that's the way they're going to want to take these games.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, there it is. Boreal, Wukong, and Victor locked in for the top half of Squid Champions here, or Lucian. And meanwhile, yeah, the Swain is going mid, so we will see dead botting on the Seraphine there with the Taric for Living Phoenix. Oh man, this draft is fun. Like, this is what I want to see when your playoff lives are on the line here. So honestly, I think we're gonna get a lot of action in the early game. At least I think from Squid Champions, we'll see a lot of proactivity, a lot of action, especially from Boreal there, right? Like, he wants to be aggressive on that Lucian. He wants to try and get this Lucian ahead. Otherwise, he's just a caster minion if he does not at least try and snowball in this early game.
Yeah, I can't imagine the bot lane for either team will be too interesting.
Yeah,
Seraphine and Sivir
exactly.
both known for their obscene levels of wave clear. Seraphine, I do actually think probably has the advantage in the early lane just because, her wave clear comes online a little bit sooner. She has a lot more range than Sivir, so we'll see if she's
Mm-hmm.
able to get any advantage down there. But yeah, as far as that, I'm especially excited to see how the Jarvan and the Wukong are going to be trying to facilitate these lanes. Because, whoever gets ahead really will be able to snowball throughout the rest of this game.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So the biggest question for you, Mr. Glacial, it's coming. Who wins the series? Or do you want to just go game by game? Are you that nervous that you don't want to
Hmm.
call a winner for the entire series? And we can go game by game.
It's hard to say uh,
Mhm.
who will take the whole series.
We can go game
Um,
by game then. We can go game by game. So,
Spirit Essence, if I'm just going to look at it this way,
mhm.
they have a little bit of a better match record overall. They've played all the same opponents so far, now that we're at the end of the season. So they've had a bit of more success so far. And I think I can put the trust in Boreal to try and carry this roster out. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think Spirit Essence have a little bit more talent on their side, so we'll have to see how they
All
use
right.
that.
Alrighty. Alrighty. I also, you gave the Seraphine team the Seraphine. And when you give a team a champion that they're just known for, and it makes it really hard to win against them. So I also think that Spirit Essence, Seraphine Essence Esports are gonna take game one here. But we will find out shortly as we take a short break and we prepare for this first game for both of these teams fighting for their playoff lives. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, as we are live here in game one of our week 5 matchup, Spirit Essence Esports against the Squid champions, fighting for their playoff lives. We have Vegicarp in the top lane on the Gangplank, Walmart Jungle on J4, Valkyria, aka Nasty Nissa, on the Swain, Deadbotting on that Seraphine, and Living Phoenix on the Taric. Meanwhile, on the other side, red side, we got Boreal on the Lucian. Need my coffee on the Wukong. Right the fire on the Victor there. Idris on Sivir. And Fayin on that one annoying champion we all love to hate, the Yuumi. Glacial, summoners, spells, anything interesting, anything weird, since they've given us a pretty chill early game here so far.
Yeah, I like the adaptation from Boreal and Idris to go for the Ghost. You know, I mentioned in the Champion Select a lot of their strengths can come through kiting out the Spirit Essence comp, kiting out the Taric, kiting out the Swain. and sort of playing at that range. And we've seen Ghost rise in popularity a lot recently, so I'm glad to see it here. On the Lucian top lane, though, you have to keep in mind, without the TP, you gotta make sure you're conserving your mana, and, you know, if Walmart Jungle is able to set anything up here, that can be really huge, because you won't have the ability to, you know, TP back to that wave, collect anything. So we'll see how they end up playing it there.
Yeah, we will see how they end up playing it there. But meanwhile, sorry, I cannot talk. Boreal
Jarvan's actually
definitely
coming up for a gank already on Lucian.
Yeah, I see that. I was just about to mention that Boreal's playing really aggressive there, and we see Walmart Jungle posturing in that top lane there. I wonder if directed camera will, finally take us up there. I don't think.
Maybe once it starts.
Oh no, there it is.
Go the
There's a knockup. The auto. Valkyria does flash forward, and First Blood still giving over to Walmart Jungle. You can't KS your top laner like that, man. He used his flash.
I guess they didn't want Lucian to be able to flash over the thick part of that wall there, but, just
True.
like I mentioned, without the teleport, that's going to hurt a lot. Vegicarp now with the freeze in the top lane, if they can start getting this gangplank ahead, nullify the Lucian pick, that's a really big win con here for the side of Spirit Essence. So glad to see the adaptation there from Walmart Jungle's pathing straight up, trying to catch Boreal off guard, and it comes out with the First Blood.
Yeah, definitely punishing that Lucian there quite a bit, or at least a little bit, at least in this early game here. But all is not lost just yet, right? He's still a Lucian. He can still climb back up and scale and find an advantage in that lane, but he's gonna have to be a bit more careful because Vegicarp hasn't backed just yet, so he hasn't spent that gold.
He is able to get that wave crash, but it looks like Jarvan's actually posturing towards the top side again.
Yeah.
Possibly waiting to see if Lucian steps up a little bit too far. But it looks like he's going to be able to get that wave crashed in and get out safely.
Yeah, yep. The wave is now bouncing back, and we are back on the bot lane here. I need my coffee, though. Looking for a gank on the Swain here. Valkyria in the gravity field there will be stunned up. The laser comes out as well. Flash from the jungle. Wukong gets the kill on the Swain. 1-for-1 now in favor of the Squid champions.
Yeah, well done on the side of the Squid champions jungle there. The Swain not really respecting the possibility of Wukong. So, able to come from the topside river, get a good pick. The gravity field landing there, pretty crucial in helping the Wukong catch up, and they're just about able to get away with that kill. Now Wukong's off to a pretty big lead, since we've seen, Walmart Jungle spend so much time around that top side. We'll also see how far Wukong's able to push his lead now.
Yeah, I need my coffee. Oh, hold that thought, though. Vegicarp and Boreal trading really heavily in this top lane. I love it, man. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, Idris and Fayin also, putting a little bit of pressure on Dead Phoenix and Dead Botting and Living Phoenix here, man. I was almost gonna call him Dead Phoenix, but yeah, Walmart Jungle has made his way down here, though, but he should be noticed by that ward there in the tri-bush. I did not see it. There's the ping. Alright, so they are aware, and they should play this lane a bit more cautiously, as they know the Spirit Essence jungler is in the bot lane looking for a play.
Looks like they're trying to get the bounce on bot wave. They find out they are spotted, Jarvan will head out, but looks like they're going to take a reset. The big breakpoint I've noticed when playing Seraphine bot lane, when you get that lost chapter, the wave clear becomes so much more obnoxious. We'll see how close Dead Botting is to hitting that power spike. But yeah, just being able to get that wave shoved in, get that first back is always nice.
And I realized as well.
Cancel the.
Oh, okay. I noticed this as well, Glacial, that Seraphine Deadbotting bought the tier first. So are we looking at Archangels, by the way, as well on this champion? I would assume so.
Yeah, that's an option. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it because you're basically paying for like mana and cooldown reduction, I believe, is the passive you get off of the fully upgraded item.
Alright, the fire. Knock up from Walmart Jungle. Gravity field as well. Oh, and the never move lands as well. Valkyria will take down the mid lane for Squid champions.
Yeah, well done there again. The two low mobility mid laners getting caught out a little bit, but getting it getting that Swain hit. Oh, we're already back up to a fight in the top lane.
Yeah, we are back up to a fight. I need my coffee. Finds Vegicarp in the river, and Boreal gets the assist.
I need my coffee, the big facilitator so far in this early game. They will be giving up that dragon, but Wukong's still going to try and look for some camps in return. Game state's still mostly even, and it looks like Seraphine was actually able to pick up that that lost chapter down there on the bot lane.
Yeah,
She's
well
actually going to take a reset here. Oh, they're actually going for a lane swap. Gangplank is heading down to the bot lane.
Lane swap already? What is this, season 5?
Actually, yeah, it's a really interesting strategy. I guess the idea is they want to try and neutralize the Lucian and lane, give Gangplank a little bit of an easier time farming. We'll see how that works out in practice. But yeah, very creative here on the side of Spirit Essence, trying to relieve some pressure off that top lane.
I think, honestly, it'll work out for quite a bit because, you know, Gangplank into the Sivir here, Sivir Yuumi. Gangplank, while he is a melee range champion, right, he has those cannons that help him just clear out the minions a little bit here and there, as you've just seen. So I think this will be an okay lane swap for Vegicarp here, but the question will be for how long will they maintain it, as we see Walmart jungle flash for Cataclysm down on right the fire, the never move connects as well. This Victor is going to try his best as he can to escape, but I don't think it's going to happen. Valkyria gets the kill. And the action continues. Encore lands. Boreal goes down as well. 2 more kills for the Spirit Essence squad.
Well done from Spirit Essence. That CC combo from the Swain and the Jarvan. Picking up the Jarvan there again in the mid lane, and they were also able to find the pick onto the Lucian in the top lane. But it looks like they're actually fighting
as well. I need my coffee. Cyclone. Oh, but he kills the Wukong. Valkyrie just on the killing spree. Nasty Nissa. Woo!
Things are just falling apart on the side of Squid champions. Jungle's dying, mid's dying, top's dying. They're gonna be able to pick up the Herald here too. Spirit Essence getting super far ahead in this early game. Yeah, really well done on the side of Walmart Jungle to help facilitate a lot of this action as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Walmart Jungle has been a great facilitator, using that flash Cataclysm to take down Ride the Fire, and then Valkyria just already... God, don't you hate when a Swain gets ahead? Because like, he's literally just a stats mage. He becomes so tanky once he gets that once he gets his first mythic, and I mean, he doesn't even really build tank items. He just becomes such a drain bot. As we will have ourselves a brief pause as we look to see what could be the issue here. We'll be right back.
Yeah, in the meantime, I want to take a look at some of the stuff people are building. So yeah, I did see that Seraphine is going to be going for that the Seraph's Embrace. It does delay the Rylai's a little bit, but overall still not a bad item on her at all. Makes it easy to just spam the spells and land. We also see Lucian picking up a tier, which is a lot more abnormal, I'd say. Like a Manamune Lucian build. You know, you can do it on him, and when I've noticed playing him in the top lane, you do run into mana issues a lot, so a little bit of a band-aid fix for that.
Yeah, and we are back, luckily, everybody, so not a long pause. But yeah, I did not notice the tier until you called it out there, Glacier. That's very interesting, and yeah, this is very interesting. I haven't seen tier on Lucian in a while. Oh, there's the spectator paused. Crap, I forgot about that. Darn it. Okay, we're back.
Obviously, a pretty massive lead here for the Swain, so we'll see how they're able to snowball that lead. Obviously, if he gets super far ahead, just gonna be a complete menace in these fights. You know, Squid champions are really gonna have to focus on trying to kite out the Swain, but if they're able to keep landing the CC, if the Jarvan, Seraphine, Taric able to lock them down, then they're gonna have a lot of trouble dealing with that Swain.
Mike, I actually have a question for you, Glacial. Hold that thought though, as we see Living Phoenix and Walmart Jungle looking for an engage onto the Wukong here. Right, the Fire is here to back up his jungler, who will just be able to walk out. But we're now seeing some other pings. Oh no, Boreal might be the next person to, not the next person, but might be the one to go down, as he will flash away. But the Encore lands, dead bot, and gets the kill. I'm pretty sure we're gonna see Seraphine banned next game.
Yes.
But Glacial, my question for you was going to be, actually, this is a great segue. Boreal is 0-3-1. What does Squid Champions want to look for now at this rate? Because we said the Lucian didn't want to get behind, and he's behind.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, this is just looking like a disaster so far. You know, the Lucian's the same level as the enemy ADC. Meanwhile, Vegicarp in this bot lane has just been able to farm. You know, he's a little bit down, but he's still ahead of the Lucian, still ahead by a ton in XP. And just being behind early game on this Lucian pick's not really where you like to have it. I would have liked to see maybe Wukong try to protect his laner a little bit more in that top side, but the pick's not working out too far. They still have the scaling on their side.
As the Encore last
so
chapter does connect, Vegicarp on an 1/8 of his health, the Cyclone will take him down.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they want to look for to get back into this game. The Wukong, the Yumi, and they just have a lot of damage on their team, so if they're able to isolate the targets, then they might be able to claw back. Getting a shutdown like on Swain could be very pivotal in trying to get one of these laners snowballed.
Indeed, indeed. As me and my coffee finds a living phoenix in the bush. It's a little bit of a Mortal Kombat here. I did see a flash coming out that was from the Wukong, who will be able to escape for now, as this Ocean Drake is spawning here. And I think Squid Champions are just going to back off and give this Drake over.
Yeah, I mean, they're Enemy Coffee trying to protect the jungle a little bit, but you know, got a little bit caught out. 2v3 there, of course, with the Yumi, and then you know, Taric did try to go for the flash stun, burned the flash on the side of Wukong, and you know, now that the jungler's chunked, they don't really have other people there to help. That's just gonna be a free dragon for the side of Spirit Essence. So now looking with the Soul Wind condition as well, things are going pretty well for them for sure.
Yeah, going pretty well for the side of Spirit Essence indeed. Currently about a 2k gold lead for them. Seraphine's doing pretty healthy in lane. Swain is doing magnificent, and the Lucian is behind. So I would say their win cons so far have been checked off. They probably just need to keep playing, I would say, decently, you know, not give over any crazy picks in the mid game, and they're on their way to a game 1 win, you know, so far as it's shaping out to be. Yeah, not saying that they are going to win.
It's looking more and more like the Lucian here. Just not working out, and Wukong gonna be the only hope. Lucian again.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Boreal.
Gonna be
Ooh, they are just bullying this top laner. Jeez. Oh my god.
I mean, imagine just being the Sivir, just farming it out. Bot lane, you know, just playing the full wave clear game. You got the Sivir Yumi scaling out, and then you look top, and you know your Lucian's just died for the 4th time. He's getting proxy farmed at his tier 2. You know, it's looking a little bit dubious whether they're gonna be able to hold on for long enough for this bot lane to be able to come online. It looks like they're gonna be looking for another pick as well.
Right, the fire just walks right into a Swain. It looks like he's gonna go down. The Taric ultimate does come out, and it will not be able to, or I'm sorry, Right, the fire will not be able to escape, and I Need My Coffee is next 0-for-2 in favor of Spirit Essence. What a terrible gank. I just think that was miscommunicated.
I mean, it just looked like the Swain knows that the Taric's there. He wants to try and look for the fight. Just flashes straight in, and you know, Wukong's there, and he wants to help his laner, but you know, as soon as Taric comes, that's just not a 2-2 they're gonna be able to win, and Boreal gonna fall again behind his tower.
Boreal will fall again, as Fayin will look for the Ignite final chapter on J4 there, who will be able to flag and drag his way away so he does not go down. Vegicarp, though, fighting the cat with the book, as Riot the Fire walks forward, never move connects. But he's just going to clear out these minions here and have Spirit Essence back off from his tier 1 turret for now.
Yeah, I mean, Walmart Jungle's just been running around this game. He doesn't need the farm, he doesn't need the camps, he needs the kills. You know, they keep looking for these plays. You know, they're trying to farm on their tower, but the tower is not safe. So, Spirit Essence really proactive in this early game. And, yeah, we'll see how they're able to keep snowballing it. Things are looking more and more dire the longer this game goes on for Squid Champions.
Absolutely, Glacial. And, you know, as the stats guy, let me ask you a question, Mr. Stats Man. What is the percentage that Squid Champions can get back into this game here, or win this game?
Ooh. If I had a number for that, I'd give it to you. If you want my personal opinion, I don't know, looking like
Yeah, that's
It's
what we
looking
do
rough.
here at the CCS.
You know, it's always possible that Spirit Essence can do some crazy throw, but I mean, looking at this fight,
Oh, that thought,
trying to get onto
though.
the
It looks like
swing,
that
might
throw
actually be able to
just
pick
might
up the
happen.
carry.
Boreal is here to back up the rest of his team. They will be able to take down the Swain, the shutdown, giving over to the top laner of Squid Champions here. And now J4 is next on the menu. They only lose 1, and they get 3 actually in favor of the Squid Champions.
Yeah, you're asking about the percentage. That percentage just went way up. That's exactly what they needed. Swain and Tarek just getting a little bit, too far ahead of themselves there. And Squid Champions looking for a great punish there. Able to pick up the shutdown, and that's going to the Victor, I believe, as well. It's going to be really good for getting these carries online. So they're able to pick up that Herald as well. The Herald now gives a few hundred extra gold. So we'll see what they're able to do with that. But yeah, a big swing in momentum here. Squid Champions clawing their way back into this game.
I don't know if it's just a big swing in momentum just yet, Glacial. They're still down about 2k gold, and that objective bounty gold is also still on the board. So, I mean, sure, Lucian did get the bounty gold, I believe. He got one, and then I believe we said Ride the Fire got the other. Yeah, looking at the chat here, Lucian got the gold from the Swain. But, I mean, he still doesn't even have his mythic yet.
No, he's scaling up. We got the Cole completion now. That's exactly where he wants to be. It's like, guys, we're scaling. My Cole is finished. I might be 1 in 6,
okay.
but
I think I had a spectator bug. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
But yeah, the plus 350, the nice little dopamine hit there from the Cole. And it looks like they're just gonna be grouping up as 5 into this mid lane. See how many of these towers they can break down. Meanwhile, actually on the side of Spirit Essence, they're just gonna be finishing the dragon. So it looks like a little bit of a trade for objectives there, and now with Spirit Essence on Soul Point with a Cloud Soul.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Cloud Soul is actually a really good Drake for them as Valkyria does find the Wukong. Woo! He gets bursted out by the Gangplank Q there, and he will go down. Boreal and the rest of Squid Champions really looking to take out Living Phoenix, but they will not be able to do so. Cannon Barrage comes out, Cataclysm as well. Flash Encore does connect on from the Seraphine there. Ride the Fire goes down. That's 2 kills over in favor of the Spirit Essence Esports.
Yeah, that's a crazy amount of damage to be doing from like 3 screens away, and now we know why they're called the Seraphine Essence Esports.
That's why they call it Seraphine Essence Esports, because that champ is flexed between 4 people, but they gave it to the ADC this time.
Yeah, but Squid Champions trying to look for something with the Herald. They're able to get the charge off on the tier 2, but trading away the Drake and then another 2 picks. It's looking a little bit rough there. That's not exactly what they would have liked to have out of that. And you have to feel the team fight when Spirit Essence picks up this Cloud Soul. It's just going to be so gross. The Swain running at you fast. Tarek's running at you fast. Gangplank's running at you fast. They do have the ghosts.
Jarvan's running at you fast.
I don't know how that's
running at you fast. Oh, man. This is... But, the funniest thing... Still, is the gold lead is only 2k in favor of Spirit Essence Esports. So I'm gonna ask my production there if we could just toggle gold so we can look and see where this gold is at on our champions here. As we just scroll through, Boreal is actually ahead of gold of his counterpart there, and so is the jungle. So is I Need My Coffee. So the top half of Sans Ride the Fire is actually. They actually have the gold advantage currently over their counterparts. And then if we look at the bot lane, of course, Dead Botting and Living Phoenix, much more ahead of Idris and Fayin here. So I would say it's not looking too hopeless yet for Squid Champions here. They just need the champions, they need Boreal and I Need My Coffee there, who have majority of their gold, to just be effective with it.
Yeah, that's the power of the shutdowns like I was talking about. Getting such a fat check on the Lucian, that's exactly what he needs to get back into this game. So they're not too far behind yet, and they do still scale pretty well. It'll really come out to execution how these teams are going to be playing those fights. I'm surprised Spirit Essence haven't yet tried to knock down this mid-tier 1. We're almost 20 minutes into the game. you're giving a lot of these carries some safer space to farm up, giving them a little bit of map control. So we'll see if they're actually going to try and take that soon and try and push their lead a little bit more.
Absolutely. I absolutely agree with you there, Glacier. I mean, look at it. It's at an eighth of its health. Like, you can just literally hit that with a few autos and it's going down. Swain could tank that up while Vegicarp and Walmart Jungle just take down the turret. But they will get this bottom tier 1 turret instead, which is also a pretty good move as the Cloud Soul will be spawning here in about a minute and a half. So that gives them some more pressure on the bot side of the map.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm surprised, both teams haven't really taken too many turrets yet. So, neither Herald was able to get too much value, but I'd be surprised to not be seeing both these teams kind of run towards mid, get that control, and then rotate down to Dragon. We'll see what they end up doing there. I think for the side of Spirit Essence, if they can get a big flank off, maybe with the Swain, something like that, that can be really big. Otherwise, Squid Champions just going to be trying to kite it out, and the second Spirit Essence step a little bit too far forward, they might be able to turn that fight, so... That's what we're going to be looking here for. It looks like they're actually looking for a little bit of a cheese in the jungle.
Oh, I need my carve. He does clone away from the Dazzle, and the Encore goes wide as well, but they get his Cyclone.
They caught him a little bit off guard, but he is able to get out there. That's the Seraphine ult down, a really big cooldown for this next fight. I don't believe that's going to be up right around when the Dragon spawns.
100-second cooldown, so it will not.
It looks like they were, trying to get some kind of pick there, maybe even rotate towards Baron, but... doesn't work out, and now Squid Champions are going to be the ones actually with the priority on the Dragon, clearing out the vision now, and Spirit Essence are going to have to find a way to re-enter.
Yeah, Seraphine Essence Esports, so they will still have the Cosmic Radiance from Living Phoenix there, so that is still a very pivotal ultimate, as Walmart Jungle has found I Need My Coffee and Fayin. He's just going to chase them off a little bit as they prepare to take this Cloud Soul here. Oh boy, Glacial, are you ready for another bonanza?
Yeah, they're all grouping up here. We'll see what they're able to do.
Look at Boreal in the red jungle, though. Look at Boreal in the red jungle.
Oh, they're actually trying to go for a split play here. So if Squid Champions can hold off them starting the Dragon, we'll see how much Boreal is actually able to get in the mid lane here. Spirit Essence are going to want to pull the trigger. Looks like they're actually not able to find anything. Boreal's just going to take the mid tower for free. Both teams just a standoff here in the river.
Why are not Spirit Essence just going for it? It's a 4v5. Boreal does not have TP. He has Ghost. So, like, this is a fight you can win. And here it goes. Here it begun. Cataclysm as the final chapter comes out as well. And we see the Cyclone in the backline. Spirit Essence, though, there's so much healing, and the Cosmic Radiance just nullifies all the damage. And they wipe the side of Squid Champion sans Boreal. And they're going to get the Cloud Soul.
Yeah, such a disaster there for Squid Champions. Boreal shows mid, and that gives Spirit Essence the go-ahead. They know they can start hitting the Dragon, but, the Victor just walking up in the 2 versus 4 like that with the Yuumi, they're able to chain down the CC on him, get the kill. So just a big mistake there. I'm surprised to see them actually try to go ahead and fight that.
We have ourselves a replay here. There it is, Glacier. Break it down. Once again.
Yeah, the Victor's just walking up and just a massive root on the side of the Swain. And, once that Terror goes off, they have no chance in this team fight. Boreal's just trying to do what he can here, but...
Look at Valkyria, a.k.a. Nasty Nissa, just taking that Lucian ultimate there, the culling. It didn't do nothing! That's what I'm saying. Swain is just... He's a mage tank without the tank items. It's just nuts.
I mean, he's already 3 items, 24 minutes into the game. They're able to pick up the Baron as well. I mean, they are so fed now. Then we'll start to see this gold lead start to snowball even more once they finally start knocking down a lot of these towers. And if you're Spirit Essence, you're feeling really comfortable in this one now.
Absolutely, and once again, for any of our viewers at home who are unaware, this is the first match of our final week in our Diamond League here. They had to reschedule for today, but these teams, the implications of this match will be playoffs for both of these teams, so they really want to try and get this win. There are no matches after this. This is it. So whoever wins this series here will have a better chance of locking in their playoff spot. And they want to try and get that 2-0.
Yeah, you have to imagine, Squid champions, if they're not able to win this series, their season is over. So they're fighting for their lives right now. And Boreal.
Oh my god.
That is the crit plank in action. You do not want to be a squishy ADC versus him at this point in the game.
Crit plank. That's the first time I've heard that, but that's good. I mean, that's a good name for that build because I've never thought about that. As we see the final chapter coming out from Fane here, Idris, though, cannot escape. Valkyria and the rest of Spirit Essence are just gonna take them down. I Need My Coffee and Ride the Fire are doing the best they can to kite out the rest of these Spirit Essence champions. Living Phoenix flashes forward, gets the double kill for dead botting there, and they will take this inhibitor turret. They're flashing the Masteries. Glacial, this just might be game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see not a whole lot Squid champions could do at this point. They're getting farmed in their base. The Taric and the Seraphine are going to keep them topped up. And, the Baron push, grouped as 5 is just going to be too much to deal with. This is going to be Boreal's last attempt to save the game, but once again,
last
just gets
attempt to save the
executed.
game, but gets absolutely plastered all across the rift. And they're going to pad the KDAs a bit for you, Glacier, because they want those stats to look real good. Spirit Essence take game 1.
It was close for a moment, and then it wasn't. So yeah, Spirit Essence, really big win here, and now Squid champions with their backs against the wall. They have to make something happen in these next 2 games or their season is over.
Absolutely correct there, my friend. And wow, what a game from Spirit Essence Esports here. That was pretty impressive. And honestly, they played their early game exactly how you want to play it, right? You see the Lucian drafted into the gangplank, and you're like, okay, we know what Squid champions want to do. We're going to make sure that doesn't happen then. And they punish Boreal over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, they're happy just sit and let the Seraphine farm out bot lane. You know nothing's going to happen down there. And then just a lot of really smart decision making by the side of Spirit Essence. First, that Jarvan skipping all those camps, trying to catch Lucian off guard. Able to pick up that first blood really early into the game. Lucian's already off to a horrible start. And then, of course, we saw time and time again the pick potential between the Jarvan and the Swain. Victor is just not respecting it. Ride the Fire. Getting killed time and time again in that mid lane. And then, of course, that lane swap as well. Helping the Gangplank get so far ahead. Lucian put even further behind, and everything just went exactly how you would have wanted it for Spirit Essence.
Yep. Spirit Essence getting that first win, and now I'm sure they're prepping for this game too. I'm pretty sure they might prep for a draft without Seraphine, so we'll see how they play without that champion. If Squid give it to them, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be very shocked and a bit disappointed. But we'll have to see as we prepare for game 2. But we're going to take a short break as we will be right back preparing for that game. Stay tuned and don't go anywhere. You don't want to miss it.
When feels like calm and wind stands still, run home, run home. As the crows make night of the fading sun, hide now, hide now.
Welcome back, everyone, as we are here ready for our Game 2 draft of Spirit Essence Esports against the Squid Champions. And I believe... Oh, I thought we were ready for draft, but... Okay, they're trolling me.
Oh no. We just get a little bit more
Damn it.
longer to talk, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting for them to draft Glacial, let's go ahead and talk about it. So, what are we thinking or expecting from our Game 2 picks here? Oh, never mind. We're in draft.
All
But you
right.
can still talk before they start banning, I guess, real
So,
quick.
Squid Champs, I think they just got to go back to the drawing board a little bit. I really don't like how they were, playing that early game. They were trying to look for some stuff with the Wukong, but their lanes were just getting hammered. They lost in pretty swift fashion. That game, I believe, ended in about 26 minutes or so. And yeah, the Seraphine band finally coming out here, respecting that. Dead botting in the bot lane was just able to farm it out. And, when it mattered, those ultimates landed and the kills were secured. Another Zeri band coming out. No matter how many times they nerf this champion, she's still going to be broken. So I respect that one coming out as well.
Yeah,
We'll see.
you got to respect the Seraphine, man. Like, it's just, especially with a team that plays it so religiously, like you just can't give it to them. And that ultimate, like you said, from 3 screens away, like it's just ridiculous. But yeah, the Zeri band, the Akali band coming out from Spirit Essence Esports with the J4 Viego and Seraphine band from Squid. That's the J4 band is kind of interesting. I don't think he was that much of an issue, but okay.
I mean, if they're going to be going for the stuff, that they were last game, like the Sivir, like the Victor, banning away Jarvan, who's able to get on top of those carries, can be pretty strong. And it looks like they opt for one Talia, not really with a way to get over that wall. And actually, on the side of Spirit Essence themselves, they're going to be able to pick up this Sivir Yumi bot lane. We'll see what the response is. The Twitch actually coming out. So like I mentioned before, this is technically a counter pick. This is the solo queue counter pick. But you do have to be careful because with Twitch, you got to be proactive. You got to push that lead. As soon as you hit level 6, you have kill pressure on the enemy bot lane. And if you're not ahead on Twitch, he's really not going to be able to affect the game as much as the Sivir will. So I really want to see Squid Champions playing a lot more proactive this game, trying to go for those plays a little bit more. And with the Talia as well, that's really what they got to do here for sure.
Yeah, the Talia, for more than likely ride the fire, we're gonna assume, right? Like, ever since the readjustment, we've seen Talia mid again. But I mean, it's still a very viable jungle pick. But Idris for sure piloting this Twitch here with Fayin being his trusty support on the Lulu. Meanwhile, we're gonna see Dead Botting Limit Phoenix try their hand at Sivir Yumi with Valkyria on the Ari pick here. So Ari, I'm glad that she's still a very viable pick since the readjustment, since the rework earlier in the season. But sometimes we forget about her because other champions have risen in prominence, i.e., the Azir, Corki, Victor. But she's still a very good pick as well. And I mean, with Talia, Twitch, and Lulu being kind of squishy-ish champions, squishy champions, this Ari will look to assassinate them and collect their essence as quickly as possible with the ultimate there to just keep going through the back line and wiping them out.
Maybe something I would like to see here on the side of Spirit Essence, with the Wukong taken away, with the Jarvan taken away, and you're playing against Twitch, Lulu, and Talia, a Xin Zhao pickup would actually be pretty strong here. With the Xin Zhao, you can basically completely nullify the Twitch ultimate against yourself. I believe the ultimate lasts for 4 seconds versus, I think, just a couple seconds longer for Twitch. So that's usually one of the best counter picks you can have into him. And I think just answering Twitch would be a pretty solid direction to take this comp. Of course, you have the Yumi, or have the Ari as well, who, with the mobility, if she's able to land the charm on the Twitch, that will be an easy way to take him down. It looks like they actually do think this will be a Talia jungle. Anyway, 2 minutes, and there it is. The
Wow.
I mean, it's a really solid ban for sure. You definitely don't want to. It's just one of the stronger junglers right now, and then into Twitch, it doesn't give the Twitch a whole lot of options in team fights. So we'll actually see what Walmart jungle ends up opting for with all of these junglers banned away.
Yeah, nice job calling that out there, Glacier, because I didn't even think about Jin Zhao once we saw the Switch locked in. So that's pretty good really good analysis there from you, and that just shows you how much I haven't been playing the game this season. Um but yeah, we see Shyvana locked in for Spirit Essence Esports here. We could I've kind of heard whispers of the Shyvana top. So what's
Yeah, I
that
think
about?
Shyvana top actually arguably could be the stronger version of her right now. I've seen
Mhm.
it a lot in I know a lot of it's getting played in LPL. You know, I haven't seen as much of it in the Plat amateur scene, but I'm excited to see where this goes. Just
Oh,
taking
this
a
is
quick.
Diamond though, Glacier.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Amateur and I mean, Plat amateur is my expertise. I haven't watched too much Diamond. So I guess my points still stand. Maybe they played a ton in Diamond. I'm just clueless. Actually, a Camille Nocturne getting taken here. So just that is a ooh, no way. Okay, Action mid. So looks like we got the really
Wait,
heavy roamy divey comp here going on. Squid champions have to be proactive in this game. It actually
wait,
looks like
no, you go on. I just want to check something while you're talking. Go ahead.
they're hovering the Nunu here, so that would mean a Shyvana top lane. Top lane pickup here. I haven't seen a Nunu in a while, but ooh, Malphite. They're thinking about it. Okay, will be the Malphite locked in here. A really heavy, a really good pick there because a lot of heavy auto attack based team from Squid Champions.
Hmm.
Malphite, of course, really good into that. Twitch does not usually have the best of times shredding these tanks. Now they do have the Akshan and the Camille, who might be able to take care of them, but I'm interested to see how that ends up playing out.
I'm pretty sure one of these teams are the only teams to have won with Akshan. This oh, never mind. Actually, it was Chaz It Up. Never mind. Squid Champions did play it though, but they lost to WLS Chaz It Up. So I was like, I know one of these teams have played that champion and won, but usually, honestly, personally, whenever I see Akshan locked in, I automatically assume the team's gonna lose. I'm sorry, because to me, I feel like he's just a hard champion to play with in your comp, and I haven't seen too many people win with him. So I don't know. I don't feel confident in Squid Champions draft. I'm just gonna be real with you.
Yeah,
But
I mean, as much as I wanted them to try and shy away from whatever they had first game, I feel like this team's might be struggling to find their identity a little bit. And of course, this will be the last game of the regular season. If they do lose this, they are out of the playoffs. But they have a lot of carries here. The Camille, the Twitch, the Action. All of these champions want to be ahead. All of these champions want the gold, the Talia as well. So really, I feel like one of their only ways to really get ahead in this game is just by outskilling their opponents. And after the last game, it's going to be a little tough to see how that happens. Meanwhile,
yeah,
outside of Spirit Essence, they're very happy to opt into some of these more team-oriented picks, which I think is a big benefit for them. It was last game as well, with the power of the Seraphine, the Tarek, the Jarvan, facilitating the mid and the top lane to carry the game. Worked out really well for them, and I believe it's a similar kind of identity coming out for them as well. So I'm excited to see Squid Champions changes it up from here. They're gonna have to play a much better game for them to be able to take this one.
yeah, not even just a much better game, but literally the game of their lives. Because, like you said before, if they lose this game, that is it. Their season is done. They don't get into the playoffs. They don't get to compete anymore for the rest of the summer split here. So no more amateur, no prize pool. Like that's it. So we really need to see Squid Champions pull out their best gameplay right now, as we see Talia actually going into the jungle for I Need My Coffee. So that means, oh yeah, well obviously if the Akshan was locked in, right, the Fire would be playing the Akshan, and then Twitch and Lulu will be going to Idris and Faye in there. So it's actually Shyvana jungle, by the way, Glacier.
Yeah. With the Malphite locked in, we're thinking about possibly flexing it towards the top lane, but Malphite's just gonna be a really solid answer in a lot of these champions, and of course the Shyvana. She's not the strongest early game, but if you can get ahead on her, she has an insanely fast clear. and with a gold lead, she can be super hard to deal with. So it is interesting to note because last game it was Walmart Jungle who was sacking the camps to put his lanes ahead. With Shyvana, that doesn't work the same way. Your team kind of has to be the ones facilitating you. So I'm excited to see what they end up doing with that, how they're able to use this Shyvana pick compared to the Jarvan from last game. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what happens once we get in game here.
Yeah, one thing that I wish, because I'm still bothered by this Akshan pick here, Glacial, and one thing I wish Squid Champions did was perhaps use some kind of drafting tool that's aimed for competitive and solo queue play. You know what drafting tool they could have used? Pro Comps. It allows the user live feedback and analysis on drafting, gives them recommendations on picks, notes on matchups, and analysis on the enemy's team's win conditions. Like, all these users could allow the player to gain an edge on their opponents and improve their drafting skills. And right now, if you just use the code CCS for 50% off, you get your first 3 months 50% off. So
CCS, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. So, man, champs, like, you're scaring me with this action pick because the Malphite Shyvana is just going to be breathing down your throat here. You're going to be blowing your flash quite a bit, and then flash is 5 minutes, Malphite ultimate is like a minute and a half.
When your back is against the wall, defaulting to comfort, not always a bad idea. So I'm excited. Who knows? Maybe Ride the Fire. This is his pocket pick. He's ready to pop off. So definitely excited to see what happens here.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But before we cut to a short break, Glacial, let's go ahead. We did it game by game. I think the viewers at home already know who we're probably going to vote for, but I want to hear you say it and commit to it on stream. Who wins games 2?
Spirit Essence, they've played a solid, a bit of a better season so far. They've taken a few more games. And here, I mean, with such a strong performance in game 1, I think they're gonna definitely be able to run it back for this one. But I'm excited to see if Squid Champions are able to turn it around here.
Yeah, and hopefully we're not cast the cursing Spirit Essence Esports, Seraphine Essence Esports, because I also agree with you. But I mean, if we do cast the curse, then we get a game 3, right? But I will have to agree with you as well. I do think they're gonna take this game. I think Squid Champions season is going to end tonight, but we'll find out here shortly as we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back. So stay tuned.
Everybody panic! Hold on! I'm about to say something really cool. 3, 41, 9, and lift off! No one dies screaming without me. I feel like I forgot to shoot something. You're starting to bore me. She's such a loser, always ready to cry. Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
Welcome back, everyone, as we are here live for Game 2 of Squid Champions on the blue side against Spirit Essence Esports, and they will look for a 5-man attack here. Vegicarp will be found slowed, will flash away, right, the fire flash as well, gets the ignite, he's running, he's gonna do his best. Is he gonna get out? Boreal's looking for it. They're still chasing down this Malphite here. He's healing up, and I think he will be able to escape. The answer is yes. He does use a pot, though. He will just return back to base. So, no summoners now for the Akshan here, who's going to have to play this very carefully now.
Yeah, I mean, on the bright side, at least he doesn't have to deal with the Jarvan from last game. Shyvana with a lot less gank pressure, but Squid Champion's even trying to pull the, the tricks out of the bag on this one. Not able to find the Malphite. He just throws down the Q on the Akshan when he gets his movement speed buff. Steals all that MS from him and just, like, zooms away. So, good usage of the Malphite Q there. Able to keep him alive. Akshan probably not starting off this game too well.
Absolutely, absolutely. But, I mean, at the same time, though, they still got Malphite's flash as well. So we can expect Boreal and I Need My Coffee to look for a play on Vegicarp there in the top lane. And just like we said, vice versa, Ride the Fire will have to play this very carefully as well. So currently, Glacial, we didn't get too much of a chance to talk about it because we had those super early game shenanigans. But any runes or summoner spells look out of place or just interesting to you or wacky?
So we see the teleport on Sivir. We've been seeing this a lot more
really?
in competitive games. If you're playing a lane where you just don't think either lane is going to 2v2, the teleport's not a bad option at all.
I actually played that yesterday.
I'm not
in my solo queue game.
I'm not the biggest fan of it. With the Twitch in mind here, because you're not going to be able to side lane against Twitch at any point, so the teleport's not too useful there either. And the Twitch Lulu is actually going to be looking to fight a lot in this bot lane. So we'll have to see if they're actually able to get any usage out of there. Instead, I might have liked to see like a heal or something just to try and shake off some of that Twitch burst damage, but we'll see how they end up using it here in the bot lane.
Yeah, definitely, indeed. That's a really good point That's a really good point you pointed out there. As hold that thought, as Vegicarp and Boreal are trading vigorously in this top lane here, but we are seeing a bunch of pings from Ride the Fire and the rest of Squid Champions here. Looks like they want to invade Walmart Jungle's jungle. Flash from Fayin, the slow ignite. Idris will get... Oh, no, it's actually given over to Fayin. Instead, the support for Squid Champions here will get the first blood as they take down the Spirit Essence jungler.
Yeah, somehow Akshan is able to get that wave pushed. Goes for the cheese invade, and this is exactly what you need to do on this champion. He does not play the game traditionally the same way as everyone else, and ooh, Vegicarp taking a lot of damage here top lane, but they found a good invade on the Shyvana. I'm surprised they had a
flash forward from Idris, and he will get the kill. Slays dead botting the AD carry for Spirit Essence, and we're seeing a lot more proactivity and aggressiveness out from the Spirit Champions. Ride the Fire gets the ignite, and we'll be able to take down Valkyria as well. Woo-hoo! This game too. This is what I'm talking about here.
Squid Champions, this is exactly what they needed. Punishing that Sivir Yuumi bot lane, the Twitch Lulu, you have to respect how strong they can actually be in all-ins. If you get the lethal tempo going, you get the Lulu EW, able to get the Twitch E out, so much damage on the Sivir there, and she is able to TP back and collect that wave, but yeah, really good play there, getting the Twitch ahead. It's a little bit unfortunate Lulu got that first kill there in the jungle.
Vegicarp. Ugh.
So now...
Yeah, go ahead, Glacier.
Yeah, now we're looking at Spirit Essence. Sivir and Yuumi got 2v2 dot lane. Valkyrie, or I'm gonna give
I
it
call him Valkyria. If he
Valkyria,
ask me in the Discord or something for a different pronunciation, I will correct it.
Yeah, but Ride the Fire with the ignite, able to get the solo kill on the mid, and then the top's getting solo killed as well. Kills all over the map. And the Talia literally has not had to do anything yet, so that's pretty interesting to see. But if you're Squid Champions, that's exactly what you want. Using these strong lanes that they have, trying to look for these kills, shut down Spirit Essence before they're actually able to scale up. So really well done from them. They're off to a huge lead early on into this game.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this is what Squid champions want and need. This is what we said they needed to do as well with these champions. I mean, the Twitch, the Akshan, literally all of them, you know, the three main carry champions, or four actually. Well, I don't know if Akshan's a carry. He's just an assassin.
They're all carries.
Is Akshan a carry?
Yeah.
I don't know
If you give him enough kills, that champion can be a little bit crazy, but
I guess because I haven't seen an Akshan carry performance, I don't consider him one.
You don't
yet.
believe in the Akshan. I can believe in the Akshan. He's been playing really well so far, so we'll see if they're able to keep snowballing this lead.
Maybe Ride the Fire can change my mind about this champ, because besides, like I said, every time I've seen him played, the team loses, but we'll see if that changes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see it here. You know, their backs against the wall, they pick what they're comfortable with, and, you know, I think that comfort's going to be playing a big part in this game.
No, I absolutely agree with you. As we take a look at the gold, if production could just swing that over for us real quick, and let's just take a look at the gold. Oh my goodness, Boreal is just killing Vegicarp right now in terms of the CS difference. And then we just pan our way down, looking at I Need My Coffee, also having quite a bit of a lead as well. Not too much, only about 300 in the mid lane there. Bot lane though, woo! Idris and Fayin, their wallets are quite heavier than the side of Dead Body and Living Phoenix here. It's Boreal. Just the hook shot will harass this Vegicarp here just a little bit more, but not too much as we trade back and forth.
Picking up plates in the bot lane against Sivir, you know, that's exactly what we want against Sivir. If you're able to actually like punish her in lane and get ahead, stop her from just being able to spam wave clear and avoid interaction, that's the best way that you can beat her. And I think they're doing a really good job of that right now. Taking a lot of control in this bot lane, a lot of control in this mid lane. They're going to be able to pick up this first dragon for free as well. Just a lot of good stuff coming out from Squid Champions this game.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. As the first Drake was claimed actually by Squid Champions here, I wonder if we're going to see a role reversal in terms of neutral objectives. I wonder if Squid Champions will now just dominate all the neutrals this game, as we saw Spirit Essence do in the last game. And we just see I Need My Coffee steal the blue buff there from the Shyvana. So one less camp taken away from the Spirit Essence jungler here.
So this Malphite was used as a counter pick, but as far as I'm aware, the Malphite into Camille matchup is actually not too good at all.
For the Malphite, right?
No, not very good for the Malphite. Something like Shen can usually work a lot better because he can block the auto attacks. The short trades actually favor him a lot of the time. Looks like they're actually going to go for a dive play here on the bot lane.
Yeah, they are looking for that dive. Fayin and Idris, though, are kind of low, particularly this Twitch here. Luckily, Yuumi does not have the final chapter just yet. The Ignite does come out. Idris will have to back off, though, as Living Phoenix did ignite the Twitch down, and that now will dissuade Ride the Fire and I Need My Coffee from diving this bot lane of Spirit Essence Esports here. They're just going to clear this wave and then back off. I Need My Coffee, though, is a little bit... Oh, the flash charm lands! Valkyria will get the solo bolo on the Talia there. Well played from the Spirit Essence mid laner. My goodness. He's looking, though. Ride the Fire is in stealth. Oh, uses that last charm there. Or charge there. Ignite come out, Ride the Fire.
Akshan is a little bit caught.
But Walmart Jungle is here to assist, and they will take down the Akshan instead.
Squid Champions getting a little bit too comfortable in their shoes. First, they're trying to set up that bot towards, or that dive towards the bot lane, but you know they didn't really have a big enough wave stacked. And against Sivir, you know you gotta have a lot of minions, otherwise she will just be able to one-shot all of them with the Noon Quiver. That's what we see happen there. By the time Twitch got the wave shoved in, you know it was pretty much already gone. So diving their bot lane, a little bit hard to do. They end up calling it off, but Spirit Essence is able to respond. They're able to pick up the kill on the Talia. Then Akshan's trying to go for a trade kill back onto the Ahri, but you know Shyvana shows up, makes that a clean 2 kills for Spirit Essence, and you know they're definitely not just gonna, they're not gonna be ones to roll over and die for this game.
Absolutely not. Spirit Essence Esports will want to take this victory. Like we said, and we've been saying for quite a bit now. You really want to try and 2-0 as we see Vegicarp using that unstoppable force there. Boreal Hextech Ultimatum as I Need My Coffee is now here to assist his top laner. Will they be able to take down the Spirit Essence squad? It looks like the answer is yes. Malphite's already going down. Walmart Jungle's trying to trade back. The answer is yes, he does instead, and it's gonna be a 2-for-1 in favor of Squid Champions.
Really great answer there from the Talia. Shows up right away. Is able to turn around that fight. It looks like I thought Shyvana had the ultimate there at the beginning, but she was actually at like 95 stacks or so. So she didn't get off that ulti until super late into the fight, and by that time Talia had already done so much damage. Malphite had fallen, and now with that they're going to be able to pick up this first Herald here, which if they use it right can be a really big gold swing in the favor of Squid Champions, shutting down that play towards the top side.
Absolutely. Shelly going down for the Squid Champions here. I'm curious as to where they'll place it. What do you think, Glacier? Do you think mid?
Yeah,
or top?
It's
or
not
even bot. Like, it's good regardless, right, of who you give this plate to go to?
I think it might want to honestly give it to bot. Taking down top tier 1 might give a little bit too much opportunity for the Malphite just to sit there, farm, catch the waves, scale up. Breaking down this mid turret would not be a bad idea, but I think the best thing here you want to do is just try to unlock the mid lane, unlock the bot lane, get these actions roaming around the map.
Land. Flash
the
word from Idris, though. One more proc, and the poison probably would have taken down the Ahri, but the answer is no. She will live instead.
Yeah, dead botting, living by the slimmest of margins, and I like to do this on Sivir as well into Twitch. If you buy the Ninja Tabbies, you can mitigate a lot of Twitch's burst damage. It's a really overlooked way to counterplay basically his whole kit. And that's what's able to actually save her there. So avoiding giving up the kill over to Twitch, burning his flash as well, because Twitch thought he had the damage. I guess he didn't see the Ninja Tabbies. You know, I respect that flash. That might have been flash I go for as well, but not able to pick up the kill there. And Deadbotting, pretty happy with those Tabbies purchased. They're already coming in clutch.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ocean Drake is spawning here, literally on the rift now, as we see the Spirit Essence squad place this control word there. It looks like they're gonna want to go ahead and make a play for this Drake, and they will get that started. I don't know if Squid Champions want to contest. Twitch does not have flash. Vegicarp does have his TP, so this Malphite can absolutely TP flash ultimate onto this Twitch here.
Twitch does have the Ruin King here, though. Oh,
Dragon's Descent does come out. Final chapter goes white, though. Right to Fire and Fane are in the back of the Spirit Essence squad here. They already take out the Twitch, and the rest of Spirit Essence are going to have to run away now, as Vegicarp is here to assist. Oh, the Unstoppable Force lands, though, and they will take Living Phoenix as well. Boreal is here. Hextech Ultimate comes down. I Need My Coffee, and the rest of them are trying to do the best they can. Double kill given over to the Talia. This Talia is popping off. Boreal is popping off as well. The Walmart Jungle goes down. Dead botting, it looks to be next. The sweep, the slow, the Sivir goes down.
That team fight was so back and forth. I mean, it started off Spirit Essence trying to go for that dragon, but Squid Champions don't want to give it up too easily. You know, the Twitch just hit a big item spike. They have Action on there as well. They're trying to look to punish, and they're able to trade off a few kills right away. But for a moment there, it looked really bad because Ride the Fire on the Action did face check straight into 4. Him and the Yumi got popped right away. But the 2v4 outplay from Talia and Boreal, really big there. They're able to pick up so many kills, and look at how fed this Talia is.
How fed is she? 5-1-2, 550 gold bounty. Oh my goodness, look at the gold. If you can swap over to gold again real quick, please, so we can see the gold difference between junglers. Jesus Christ, look at that gold lead.
Yeah.
Just the jungle.
So looking like a bit of a Diffie in the Jiffy right now, but Spirit Essence, they just head straight back towards the dragon. They actually caught Squid Champions off guard. They will be able to pick this one up, deny the soul stacking, and of course, dragons on Shyvana do help make her quite a bit tankier as well, so good decision there. Trying to avoid the fight, get dragon when you see the moment, and we'll see if they're going to be able to keep farming up into this game.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was drinking some water. As Idris' final chapter comes out as well, Mortal Kombat between these AD carries here, and they're both just gonna back off. Man.
Yeah. Twitch just does not have enough damage to break through this
two
Yumi
ultimates
and
for
the...
one though, Glacier, by the way. Just wanted to call that out.
That's true, but I doubt there's gonna be too much fighting in the next few minutes. We'll see what ends up happening. I think it'll just be Squid Champions trying to push their lead a little bit more, and we'll see what they're able to do with that. I do want to look at the Shyvana pick because I don't think it's been getting the best of usage this game with Shyvana. Oh, Ride the Fire actually looking for a solo kill bot lane. He's gonna be able to charm it out.
Ooh, Vegicarp gets the unstoppable force, which Boreal did use the hook shot there to try and chunk down the Malphite, but Boreal will be able to walk it off. But he's gonna have to be really careful next time he does something like that with this harass, because that was kind of risky. That was close.
Oh, they're actually looking for a big play on Shyvana here.
They will find the play on Shyvana here as the Wild Growth comes in, the Hextech Ultimatum, Shyvana goes down. And next on the menu looks to be this mountain.
Yeah, I mean, they're just... This is exactly what I'm saying. They just want to run around the map, try and kill as many people as they got. Because, there's not going to be an objective coming up for another few minutes, so just trying to push that gold more.
Backup is here. Backup is here. Valkyria. Does go wide, and Talia will be able to just slide on out of there, and the rest of Squid Champions just walk it out. Oh,
that
man.
is very weird for me to see. I did not think Talia just ulting right in the face of the Ahri will be able to make it out, but she made it out, didn't take any damage, wasn't dismounted, so I guess they are feeling a little bit bad. They couldn't hit any more of their skill shots there, and a really good escape there, saving the 1k bounty and saving those Medjay stacks. That would have been a huge turning point for Spirit Essence.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So well played, or at least lucky play for the Squid Champions there. Glacier. Oh my goodness, I didn't even look at the actual team gold bounty, or not gold bounty, but team gold difference. It's about 6k right now in favor of Squid Champions here. So my question to you is, what do Seraphine Essence Esports want to look for to try and get back into this game here? Objective bounty gold is not yet on the board yet though either, which is pretty interesting.
I mean, they have a lot of scaling picks out here with the Shyvana, the Malphite, the Yumi, the Sivir.
Does Shyvana really scale? I mean, it looks like she's going more tank versus that hybrid build.
I think the hybrid build is pretty insane on her. If she's able to just eat up a bunch of damage with the Demonic Embrace, she's usually able to put out way more than you might expect from someone building tank items. So,
is that what she's building next? I
yeah,
think that is. Yeah,
so,
you're right. Okay.
So the Shyvana, it's one of those champions where you want the resources, you want the farm, and I was a little bit surprised seeing that on Walmart Jungle, because last game we saw he was so good playing the facilitator, ignoring the farm, and even in this game he's behind by quite a large margin against the Talia. That's not usually where you want to have your Shyvana pick. So that's, I mean, she is 4-4, but you definitely would have liked to see a little bit more going into this Shyvana. Of course, I don't think Spirit Essence picked nearly as proactive a comp as they had in the first game. So I think they're just going to mainly want to try and look for overextensions, look for picks. When the time for team fights rolls around, you're definitely just going to be wanting to try and land those charms, try and land the Malphite ultimates. If you can take out something like the Twitch or the Talia at the beginning of one of these fights, that's going to be the way that they want to end.
Yeah, definitely. And you said that a really awesome word, team fight there, which we will be seeing in about 40-ish seconds as the Cloud Drake is spawning quite soon. Boreal and Vegicarp just playing ping pong back and forth in this top lane here. Neither of their towers have gone down. Both of their towers are still pretty healthy. So it's actually quite funny. And God, it just makes me very grateful I don't play top lane, because man, that's a boring ass lane to me. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, I mean, Cloud
TP coming out. Idris will flash. The final chapter does connect though. Walmart Jungle. Will this Twitch go down? The answer is yes. Take out the Twitch right before the Drake spawn. Valkyria is looking for Fang next. Wild Growth, Charm, Fang goes down. Right, the Fighter is going to be next, and this looks like a complete collapse for the Squid Champions. Spirit Essence have caught them with their pants down. Right the Fire is still alive though, and there it is. He's going down. Boreal, I need my coffee. I think you all might want to look to get out and just give this Drake over. The Flash Charm does miss. Boreal was trying to trade, and yeah, he's going to be punished for his arrogance here. This Drake is going over to Spirit Essence Esports.
What a massive collapse from Squid Champions. You know, someone called the Exterminator because we had a bit of a rat problem there. He got caught straight out in the mid lane with the Yuumi. The Shyvana just ran him down under turret. You are not safe there, my friend. So he falls. You know, Lulu's caught somewhere in the river. Falls to Ari. They caught out Akshan. Everyone's just all over the place, and they give over so many kills. They give over the dragon. They're still going to be pretty far ahead in gold, but I mean, that's exactly what Spirit Essence needed to look for, is these picks. You don't want to give Squid Champions the team fight.
Ooh. Yeah, and I think you're absolutely right on that, Glacial. I think Spirit Essence realized we don't want to team fight them because Twitch will then do Twitch things. So they found a great pick. The Shyvana is healthy enough to the point where she can dive, and she has a Yuumi healing her up, right? So she can just dive the Twitch. Because I don't even think the Twitch got caught out there. I mean, I think he was decently close to his turret. It was just I'm gonna take this turret and you're dying.
I mean, yeah, he thought he was safe to farm alone mid lane, and the Shyvana's so tanky with the ulti up. She can sit into that tower for a hot minute, and of course has a lot of base damage as well.
And with the Yuumi on top of you?
Yeah, it's a bit of a menace. So, like I mentioned before, we're gonna be seeing a lot more of that if Spirit Essence are gonna be able to scale up into this game. It looks like we got it again.
Well, Faye and Wild Growth, as the final chapter comes out, Faye will flash away and will escape, not rooted up, but that ultimate is down Flash as well.
Yeah, I'm glad to see some restraint there from the Shyvana. I was a little bit scared that she would just walk in 1v4 there and just kind of throw the game away, but they got the flash out of the Lulu.
Right,
you take it. It's a pretty big cooldown.
Arm goes wide, man. That was a really awesome heroic swing.
He's doing it for do the style points or something.
Yeah.
Riding on the edge of safety there, but yeah, I mean they're getting caught out a lot. I would just like to see them try to be a little bit more careful about their positioning. They don't want to give over more kills. They don't want to give the enemy a way back into this game, because as it stands, you know, they have all these towers. They're really far ahead. They have control over the map. The only way they could give it up from here is just by getting killed, getting picked. And you know, we saw that a lot of that last team fight, and I just want to see them kind of rein it in a little bit, focus up, because they still got to win 2 more games.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you made a great point there, Glacial. Squid Champions, they're still 7K, 6K gold ahead of Spirit Essence Esports right here. I mean, granted, majority of that gold is on the Talia probably, but still, like you said, I think they are just getting a little bit too hasty and just playing a bit too sloppy. So we need to see them just bring it back a bit. Realize like, hey guys, we're okay. We're still winning, and we can beat them, but we just need to play this well and play this right. As we see Spirit Essence, though, going for the Baron play here, I'm pretty sure they want to bait out Squid Champions.
I mean, they're all here on the Baron, but the Twitch is coming, the Rat is here. You do not want to be grouped up when he shows up, and Boreal starts off the fight.
Boreal will get the flank, the Hextech ultimatum as well as Verkuja will go into stasis there. Deadbotting has taken out the Camille, right? The Fire is doing the best he can to just leave the rest of Spirit Essence away. They will be able to take out 2, though, as the Camille, not the Camille, I'm sorry, the Malphite and the Shyvana go down, the Camille as well. And we see that ultimate being charged up here, though. Squid Champions looks like they're just going to go ahead and push this mid lane turret next.
Yeah, it was a surprising play to see Spirit Essence go for. I don't know if that was like a sneak or what, but you know, as soon as Squid Champions arrive, they're easily able to push them off the Baron, pick up on a couple extra kills, retake the map. So I guess that's the attempt of a Hail Mary play, but Squid Champions were able to snuff it out, and their lead continues to grow in this game.
Oh man, Glacial. I'm not even gonna lie, with gameplay like this, I'm kind of wanted to go to game 3. But, you know, Squid Champions, right now, it's just, they're ahead, but they need to just make sure they have 5 squishy champions, right? So they have to make sure they play these team fights so delicately. And that last one they did was pretty good. You know, letting the Camille go in first and making sure Idris there does not show until most of the spells have been ran through their first rotation, and then he showed up. Because, you know, rookie Twitches, I would say, would show up pretty close behind their Camille, and then that's how you get blown up by the Malphite. But instead, he let the Malphite ult be expelled first, and then he showed up to help take down most of the other champions here.
Yeah, that's what you got to be careful about as Twitch. You know, you can't put yourself in a position where if you just pop out, they'd be like, oh, you know, free food, Malphite ult, Shyvana ult, Ahri charm, stuff like that. So he plays it pretty far back, lets his team do most of the work for him, and you know, when he
like
finds
a real
the moment,
rat.
when he finds the moment, we'll find the moment. And there looks like the Spirit Essence just going again for this Baron Hail Mary play with the Camille bot lane. He does have TP up, so the TP's
coming
channeled
out
here.
from Boreal here. I need my coffee. Does have Weaver's Well. The Weaver's Well is up. Valkyria using the Spirit Rush already. Final chapter. Vegicar using the Unstoppable Force Theon. I need my coffee. They're trying to take down the Squid Champions jungle. The Ahri gets the shutdown, but she goes down as well. 1-for-1 in for both squads. Boreal, though, looking for more blood. He finds Vegicarp. He sweeps, gets the slow. Oh my goodness, they're just chunking down this Malphite, and the mountain goes down. Idris gets the kill. I think the tier 2 turret is going to be next for the Squid Champions here.
Yeah, they are able to get the 1k bounty on the Talia, but Talia just respawns again instantly with the Action. She still has another 750 gold on her head, still has another 16 Magi stacks, so, you know, it hurts a little bit, doesn't hurt too much. Shyvana will be a lot bigger coming back into this next fight, but it looks like they're just going to go straight on the Baron with two-man advantage.
Yeah, it's absolutely.
And look at that damage. That thing gets shredded. That's what happens when you pick 4 carries on the same team. You get a fast Baron.
I'm still not calling Akshan a carry, bro. You can, not me. he's a pretty good assassin, I'll say that much.
Now, one adaptation I think might be a nice thing to think about here for the Camille is, you know, she's actually the primary engage. And normally when you're on the Camille, you're not going to be the first one diving in, but maybe something...
She doesn't have a choice, though.
Yeah. She is going for a split push style build. I would have liked to see something like a Guardian Angel get picked up, because even if they end up snowballing on her, they'll have a lot of follow-up from the Talia, the Action on the Twitch, and she'll be able to do that just fine, but they're going to have to, once again, still be really careful about how they're playing these fights, you know. Even though they're so far ahead, it's not like the fights are going super heavily in their favor. You know, last fight they were able to pick up the Talia. They only lost 2 in return. You know, that is actually a gold swing, I think, a little bit in the favor of Spirit Essence, but yeah, if they are a little bit too comfortable, Spirit Essence can definitely still take some of these fights.
Yeah, and you know, I wanted to comment earlier too, because I did notice I do like Boreal's build though. You know, he has the Maw there to give him some shielding from this Ahri, Malphite, Shyvana, even the Yuumi, right? Like this essentially 4 AP champions with a Sivir. I know Malphite doesn't do too much AP, but he still has that AP scaling in his kit. As we see the final chapter come out, the Dragon's Descent as well, and it's just a complete bonanza in the jungle, but the Twitch is untouched. He flashes forward, the spray and pray is decimating. That's gonna be it for the Squid Champions, and that's gonna be the mid lane turret, quite possibly, maybe even the game? We'll see. They're pushing for it though. They're definitely getting this inhibitor turret. It's going down. Inhibitor looks to be next on the menu. It's taken as well, and I think, folks at home, we are gonna go to a game 3. Squid Champions take the turret, they take the game, and we will have ourselves a game 3 Squid Champions versus Spirit Essence Silver Scrapes.
Both of these teams' playoffs on the line here. What a big play coming out from the side of Squid Champions. You know, Spirit Essence thought they had a pick, but when they use all of the spells, the Malphite ult, the Shyvana ult, onto the one target, you're giving Twitch the room to open up, you're giving Talia action. They're just able to completely decimate them in that fight. That's exactly what they needed to close out this game, and really well done from Squid Champions. this is, I want to see more of this. They were not afraid to pick their fights. They're not afraid to pick their comfort. And, with that, they're one game away from possibly still having a chance making it into playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely, Glacial. And man, like, yeah, this is just giving us everything we wanted, right? From both of our diamond level teams. Like, your playoff lives are literally on the line here. And they played game one, not to the best of their ability. They came back with a very, very fragile composition for game two, but they got it done. And now they have forced a game three where everything is going to be on the line here. So, man, those next picks and bans and we see in draft, it's gonna be nuts. And we're gonna get everything. Hopefully, we get everything we wanted from game three. Hopefully, it's not a stomp, because once again, this is it. The end is here. Somebody's going home tonight upset.
Yeah. Stay tuned. You won't want to miss it.
Yeah, we're going to cut to a short break, so we'll be right back.
There's something about like
I'm gonna
logging.
Ask. Welcome
Yo,
back,
what's going on?
everyone. As we prep for game 3. Wait, are we live? Oh, okay. Okay,
We're
welcome back,
off to a
everyone. As
great
we
start.
prep- Anyway, we are hot into draft picks and bans here, Glacio. So let's get right into it. As we see the J4 and Zeri ban coming out from our respective sides here. Akali being banned for Seraphine Essence Esports as well. Viego. I wonder if the bans are gonna stay the same.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Jarvan ban actually did pan out because I think Walmart Jungle on the Jarvan was a big key to success in their game one, and he was just not able to get the same amount of impact on the Shyvana. So I would like to see him on one of those facilitator picks again. The whole team looked a lot better when he was on it. So we'll see what he ends up going for. The Gwen B1, of course, this champion is still so strong. She's technically a flex in the jungle as well, but just one of those safe top laners. I'm excited to see what Boreal answers because he had a pretty spicy counter pick game 1. Game 2, or yeah, game 1, I mean, it didn't really work out too well for him, but we'll see what he has planned. And of course, the Sivir priority with the Seraphine and the Zeri taken away. As much as Sivir's been prioritized, it is 0-2 in this series. Both times they're able to find the counters, so I'm excited to see if Deadbotting does actually end up going for a Twitch on the first rotation here.
Yeah, they BR1 the Sivir. I don't know if I would show my ADC pick now with Twitch still being open. Twitch, like you said, that was a wait a minute. Are they running it back?
Well, it's actually so they have the Talia again. Of course, it was Deadbotting with the Sivir and Idris with the Twitch.
Yeah.
But they did ban the Twitch away from Deadbotting in the game, in game 1, and actually pick up the Lucian Nami as the counter pick here. So a bit of a different approach. Instead of going for the range advantage, they're just going for the pure kill lane, going for what's going to come online sooner. So already in this draft, Spirit Essence are opting into a team where they might have a bit of a timer. They're going to have to be proactive this game, and we'll see how Squid Champions responds.
Absolutely. With Squid Champions picking up that Nautilus there, Nautilus being a great engaged champ into this squishy bot lane here, able to lock down that Lucian or Nami with whatever he needs to do. And then the Sivir boomerangs. Oh, with the Talia worked ground as well. So it's just going to be, they're going to have to be a bit careful here on Spirit Essence Esports. Mind their footing on the Rift there. As we look into our next phase of bans here, Squid Champions will be banning out the Swain. That's a good ban in my opinion. Get that Drain Mage tank out of here. Don't want to see him.
So I was looking a bit more at the scenarios. Don't quote me on this because I could be wrong, but with a win here for Squid Champions, they will be locked into playoffs. There are a few scenarios. They could be the second seed. So if Iconic do lose 0-2 this week, Spirit Essence do actually get a second seed, and there would be a 3-way tie for third, who I believe, and that's if ROTM 20's USA E Academy.
The Army Esports.
Yes, Army. And I believe, so that's a 3-way tie for third, but our team actually has head-to-head against both Iconic and Spirit Essence, so our team would be locking up that third playoff spot, with Squid Champions getting the second seed. If RTM does lose, Spirit Essence could still lock up the third seed even with a loss in this game. Meanwhile, for Spirit Essence, if they pick up the win, it's a lot more simple. They're in, and Squid Champions are out. So a lot of pressure on Squid Champions to pick up this win here and keep themselves in the playoff race.
Yeah, and like Glacial said, don't quote him directly on that because he just did the quick maths. Our wonderful maths major, Mr. Flay E. Don, he will do the real math because that's what he loves. So I'm sure he's working on it right now, with his pen and paper and pad on his lap here as he observes these games. But back to the actual pick and bans here. We see the Kennen ban and Vex ban coming out from Spirit Essence, with the Shen ban as well rounding out for the Squid Champions here. So I feel like those are some top and mid lane targeted picks, which they should be, and we see Squid Champions here locking in the Gnar. So this will be a first time we see a Gnar in this entire series from either champion, and it looks like Squid Champions are going for a bit more, should I say standard pick?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit surprised. It looks like that Squid Champions thinks this Gwen is going to be going into the jungle. I'm guessing that's why they're going to be taking away that Shen maybe, but they're able to pick up the Gnar. You know, a great solid blind pick right now. And now with the answer, they're just going to go with the Corki mid into the Talia. So they actually have four
That Talia could be
very
jungle, though.
squishy champions on their team. So they got to be a little bit careful. I'm excited to see how they tie this together. I would like to see this Gwen go top. Yep, and a Trundle here. It's a pretty good answer, especially into something like the Nautilus, because if Nautilus does go Aftershock, you'll be able to just turn that guy into Swiss cheese. Ooh, are they going to go for another Action again?
Oh my god, do it.
I think it actually is a lot better into Corki than it is into Ari. But looks like they're thinking of flexing the Talia into mid. They got options here. Excited to see what they go for.
I think they're gonna do it. I really think they're gonna do it. Like, I mean,
yeah, they
he
proved
wasn't
you wrong
necessarily...
one time, and I think he's ready to prove you wrong again. So that's gonna be the Action locked in for Ride the Fire. And,
I don't know about proving me wrong, because I mean, we didn't see the guy being an actual carry champion, but he was a great damage and facilitator.
You are.
But did he carry? Did he carry? He didn't even get his passive off once.
Yeah, he did. He revived the Talia one time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Talia died and then instant revived.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, I guess Action's just simply too OP. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting because I think honestly these comps are looking a lot more similar to Game 2 than Game 1, which might just go about in favor of Squid Champions here. Spirit Essence, Trundle, not quite the facilitator that Jarvan is, and Corki, he's just looking to farm it out. Gwen, one of those super scaling picks as well, and then Lucian, Nami, of course. They can be strong in lane, but probably some of the strongest mid-game champions in the game in terms of just like the raw damage they can put out. But on the side of Squid Champions, they're picking for the Action. They got the Talia again. They got the Action. The Nautilus as well. Nautilus usually an answer until Nami Lucian, because if you're landing the hook on either of them, they're going to be dead pretty quick. So excited to see what Squid Champions do. They're coming off a pretty huge win, and I believe with this win, they're going to be locking in their playoff spot. So, both teams with their backs against the walls. I'm really excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you said it. You couldn't. I couldn't have said it any better myself, there, Glacial. But there is one thing I did want to really delve a little bit deeper into, and one thing I kind of noticed, right? Spirit Essence, their squad, it's a bit more. I always call it like the chaotic gameplay style, that guerrilla warfare. Because they don't necessarily want to 5v5 you like front to back, right? I mean, they kind of can, but who's really there engaged? Besides the Nami ult and the Corki package there. So they're going to look for a lot of skirmish, a lot of picks, and things like that. Squid Champions, they definitely want a 5v5. With that Nautilus engaged there, and then you have your Talia and Sivir in the back, and then Akshan, of course, looking for flanks and just looking to assassinate either of these three squishy champions that he can. So I think this would be a very great clash of ideologies, play styles, whatever you want to call it, that we're going to observe from both of our teams here, and we'll see who can pull it off better. I think once again as well, Spirit Essence, they're going to look to be a bit more like Squid Champions whereas in Game 2. They're going to look up for a bit more early game plays, a bit more kills, aggressiveness, being proactive, because they don't want to just sit back. I mean, they can sit back, but especially with Lucian, you want to try and get him ahead early. Gwen and everyone else, they'll be fine if they just sit back and scale, right?
Yeah, I mean, in these decider games, usually I like to favor the easier to execute comp, the one where you can just, go back to your instincts and then, kind of just duke it out with raw skill. I think Spirit Essence's comp is going to take a lot of execution to get down right. Like I said before, they don't have that same go button that they had in Game 1 with the Swain and the Jarvan combo. With this, they're going to be having to look for the poke. They're going to have to look for the big Lucian one shots. But outside that, Squid Champions look like they have quite the more proactive comp, especially in the early game. So I'm excited to see how they end up using that. I'm excited to see what Red the Fire is able to do on the action again, if he's able to get his team the same leads roaming around the map as he was last time. And I think if they're able to do that, they're going to be able to take this game.
Okay, so there you have it. So that is your confirmed pick, right? For like, you're picking Squid Champions to win this series and lock in the playoff spot, and then give us extra complicated playoff scenarios.
Yeah. I think we haven't seen the Sivir win yet, but I think just the ease of execution, just pressing the ults, I feel like they have an easier time winning this game with this comp than they did last game. With the Nautilus, with the Gnar, they have that go button, they have that initiator in the team fights. And Spirit Essence don't really have that, so they're going to have to play a smarter game. We'll see if they're able to do that, but yeah, I think I'm going to take Squid Champions to take this series, lock their spot in the playoffs, and yeah.
All right, well, you're going for Squid Champions. I'm going for Spirit Essence Esports, Seraphine Essence Esports. I'm gonna vote for them just because they have been a bit of the better squad. Yes, they lost game 2 and it was quite a stomp. But I think they can pull it off. I know it was kind of a meme at first initially, and it still is a running meme that they are a Seraphine team, but we've seen them. They've done it before. We've done it before. They were won without Seraphine and played around other draft compositions. So I think they can pull it off despite how complicated it is, or how a bit much harder their ease of execution is. But we will have to see here as we prepare for game 3 of Spirit Essence Esports against the Squid Champions. Winner goes into the playoffs, loser goes home. We'll be right back, so stay tuned. Oh my god. Welcome back, everyone, for Game 3. Spirit Essence Esports against the Squid Champions. Winner takes all, loser goes home. And both teams have the same idea. Five champs stack up here, but they're not gonna run into each other. But maybe they will, as we see
Will they meet
Squid
here
Champions
in the jungle?
here. Yeah, they're gonna walk away from this red buff as the Spirit Essence squad walks right in, and will they get it? They will. They do find the ward there.
Ooh, they're trying to reinvade.
They are gonna reinvade. Fane is here. Who's gonna get hit? Flash, hook on Living Phoenix there. Walmart Jungle is ignited down. There's another flash. First blood over to the. Is they're gonna get another one? The answer is no.
I was so scared for a second that we wouldn't have a level 1 skirmish in the jungle that could possibly decide the entire playoffs race. There is still one kill picked up for the Gnar there. Starts off with the longsword. Does have to blow his teleport, but already Squid Champions off to a great start here. I find it pretty funny after both teams lose, they end up going for the level 1 play in the next game, and now in this one, both of them stacking up, doing some shenanigans. So,
I mean, you have to though, right?
No, absolutely. With the Nautilus, I mean, that's just the standard. We got the Hook Champion. Let's go for the invade. Both teams know it, but Squid Champion still able to find that pickup, able to burn the flash off the Nami as well. So we'll see if Squid Champions are able to punish that. Of course, Nami not known for her mobility. They're hitting level 2 bot lane now.
Yeah. And Squid Champions, Idris and Fayane here, getting the level 2 advantage over the botting of Spirit Essence here. And they should be able to... Oh, no. They need one... Okay, a couple more minions. I thought they were going to get it. There it is. Actually...
They were very late to land, so...
Okay, I'm like, hold up.
Yeah.
Dead botting should be level 2 by now.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a pretty hard early lane for Lucian. As much as people are like, oh yeah, Lucian, the early game bully, it's not quite his identity anymore. He does kind of, I feel like he does spike a lot harder around like one item. He gets the Gale Force, he gets the ulti. But Sivir bullying him out in this early lane, so great start for her. She might have a little bit of a harder time. Too. Yeah, she might have a little bit of a harder time in these team fights. In my opinion, Sivir, if you're playing against heavy range, she feels a lot worse than if you're into team comp that's stacking melees. So that's why I don't think she's like the most OP blind pick in the game. You know, Corki and Lucian in the later stages of the game can deal with her pretty easily, but we'll have to see how they actually end up playing around that. And now, top lane domination here for Boreal.
Hey, Glacial, I think we've seen this before, right?
Oh no.
As Boreal will hop away,
down.
but yep, and the flash comes out. Boreal will be able to get out.
Yeah, I mean, this time got a little bit more mobility up his sleeves, is able to crash the wave. I would have liked to see Talia show up towards that top side, try to protect the crash, maybe even look for, you know, something onto the Gwen there. But Boreal only has to burn his flash. All but
he's doing it again though, and he knew he was there.
And he has no flash this time.
No flash as the pillar does land. Talia is here. Oh, she will be able to seismic shove them away. Boreal gets out by the skin of his fur. Fane does land a hook off the Living Phoenix though. Ignite comes out. Idris will flash forward. The Nami is burning down, but the heal is enough to keep her alive. 12.10 does it again.
Really good save there from the Talia, able to actually, you know, keep them off the Gnar there. He lived at like 1 HP, and then meanwhile...
the fire is creeping though, you see him?
Oh no. Oh no, Action, you're behind the tier 1 turret. They're looking for the dive bot lane.
They're looking for the dive. Are they gonna get it? TP is coming out though.
Double TPs.
Double TP, and it looks like Squid Champions will just back off, but Dead Botting does ignite down. Right to fire has slain the Lucian.
Actually kills him there. They burn both TPs from the solo laners, and he still gets out the last tick of ignites, able to take them down. Squid Champions have to feel so good about how this is going, but they gotta be careful here. Corgi's now in the bot lane. Oh, the Nautilus able to trade onto the Nami there.
Good support, good support.
Yeah, that's I mean, so much fighting here, but can't help but think this favors Squid Champions a lot more, burning both of those teleports, still able to get the kill on the Akshan. You know, Nami lived with 1 HP, Nar lived with 1 HP, and Lucian, at the slimmest of margins, is actually taken down there, so I think a really good start here again for Squid Champions.
Absolutely good start for Squid Champions indeed. As they find the kills that they needed, and actually, they find the kills and they put behind the champions that they you don't want to head.
The flash.
Oh. Wow.
There's flash for flash there with the Nami. Doesn't quite connect with the Lucian, but they're going to be targeting this bot lane continually, which I think is a great choice. If you can put the Lucian Nami behind, they can actually be very weak. You know, two very squishy champions. If they're not super far ahead, then they might be struggling in this game.
Fane
but
does find
might be
dead
sticking
botting, the hook does land, but Walmart Jungle is here, and he didn't know as the bubble connects, and the Nautilus goes down. Idris looks to be next. The flash from Walmart Jungle. Chomp. Hit. Auto. Bubble goes wide. Idris is gonna take down dead botting, and he will as the boomerang connects. 1 for 2 in favor of Spirit Essence Esports.
So Fine getting a little bit too proactive.
Or 2 for
there.
1.
Yeah, he's not
backwards.
doesn't quite respect the enemy jungle, just walks straight into him. That's an easy pickup for them. Now they do try to get the kill on the Sivir, and I think that would have been a free kill, but Deadbotting with a massive mistake just dies for absolutely no reason. Giving one over to the Sivir, so she's not too upset about how that one turned out.
Absolutely not. Need work from
with the
Regicarp
ulti.
coming out. The Boreal has been charging up that rage meter, but Meganar is not ready just yet. Ignite from Fane there. This Boreal actually is now Mega. Fighting this Gwen here will be able to shove the Gwen away. Seismic shove as well. Hook connects. Walmart Jungle will be taken down. Actually, the answer is no. Right, the Fire wants it though, and he will get it. And a heroic swings out. The Akshan does live. Comeuppance is being charged. It's fires. Deadbotting doing the best he can, but Deadbotting goes down.
Action everywhere this game. They're fighting to the death in the top lane. We got a massive 4v4 going on. I think that's really well done, using the mid priority from the Akshan, getting into the jungle, and they are able to pick up 2 kills here.
Bro, they are trolling. This is game 3.
I mean, you know, maybe they're having a little bit of fun, and I think that's what you need in a game 3, just to keep the mental light. Yo, Talia.
Oh, I was about to say, bro, no way they're about to troll me this hard.
It has the smite up on time. But yeah, I mean, once again, the Talia is off to a pretty big lead in the jungle. Walmart Jungle, though, not on a pick like the Shyvana where he has to necessarily be ahead. But I mean, this is a great spot. All 3 of the lanes for Squid Champions doing well. The Talia is doing well. We'll see if they're able to keep pushing this lead. So far, Spirit Essence, they just are going to have to try and stabilize. You know, this Corki's just not really a useful champion until he gets to the 2-item power spike of his. So they're just going to try and have to succumb. Maybe they'll be able to find some punishes if they step too far forward, but Bayan really wants to look for something in the mid lane here.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, Glacial, like you mentioned earlier, right? The Fire is starting to convince me a bit that Akshan might be a pretty good champion.
Oh, Talia's here too.
Talia is here, and Valkyria just goes down. I need my coffee, though. Now looks to be stuck between a rock and a hard place. And a bubble, actually, as he will go down. Fane and Ride the Fire now needs to escape. He will heroic swing out, get some autos on Vegicarp there. Vegicarp wants to fight, though, with Walmart Jungle in tow behind her. The true Needleworks has been charged. The true damage is ready, but nothing will come of it. Spirit Essence will back off, but Shelly looks to be next on the menu.
Yeah, I think that was a really smart dive coming out from Squid Champions. They had the Nautilus sitting there for so long. They get the shove with the Akshan. They're just able to blow him up. But Talia picked the wrong way to get out. They are able to clean her up. It ends up being a 1-for-1.
Nar is here, though. Ride the Fire, and I need my coffee as well. Spirit Champions want to punish Spirit Essence for their hubris. Comeuppance comes out, and it does slay the lead-botting Lucian. He goes down. Tidal Wave knocks him up, though. Ride the Fire and Fame will have to retreat, and Spirit Essence will still be able to get Shelly.
What else for a do or die game? There's so much fighting. I think Squid Champions, I'm not sure if that was the best play to go for. Nargo's in really early. And at the end of it, Talia's just stuck in the middle of everybody. So they do end up falling there, and of course the first Herald will be going over after those 2 deaths from I Need My Coffee. So, I mean, Spirit Essence looking to equalize here. This Herald will be able to do a lot in the top lane.
Yeah. They want to put this goat on Gwen ASAP. They're not even waiting for her to knock down a few, chip the turret down. They just want to get some gold into her pockets pretty quickly, so that way they can accelerate this Gwen's lead. Or at least her item breakpoints.
Now, as good as the Gwen is doing right now, I do want to redirect your attention to bot lane. I know Deadbotting's been moving around a little bit on the Lucian, but I don't think farming 5 CS a minute is exactly where you want to be on him. The Sivir's off to a pretty big lead, kind of getting to scale for free in this lane. And of course, the Akshan, so much more fed than last game. Already picked up 4 kills, which I believe is more than he had in the game prior, so...
Yep.
We'll see what he's able to do on his pocket pick of his. He is so fed in this early game.
Yeah. I mean, Ride the Fire, I might have to come take some Akshan lessons from him because he's starting to change my opinion on this champion quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, you were a doubter, but who knows? Maybe this is where it's at. The comfort pick.
Oh, sideways, but the hook does go wide. Tidal Wave comes out as well.
Oh, that's just
Culling
so
to just dissuade them.
See.
Yeah, very unfortunate.
They land the CC, but they're not able to chain it. That happened before on the mid lane. Nautilus landed the hook, pulled and then Talia W'd in the wrong spot or something crazy like that happened.
Yeah, correct.
They gotta get a little bit more on page with these displacements of theirs. They'd actually they just give up the dragon here. I'm surprised they still don't want to fight it.
Ooh,
I feel like they're a lot stronger right now. But yeah, the dragon...
Shiny strong. Yeah, the Sivir's strong too. She has her.
Yeah, she has. I mean, they had Mythic. Yeah. They have. I'm surprised they just give that one up. Maybe they just feel pretty bad about letting that kill on the Trundle go. But
they were embarrassed, and they're like, you know what?
Yeah, maybe they gotta focus up a little bit more. But,
yeah, and it's only Drake #1, right? So it's not the end of the world. So yeah.
Surprised they also swapped Corki bot a little bit earlier than I would expect. Normally we wait for one of these towers to fall, then we'll send the bot lane mid, but...
Okay, Squid Champion's looking for a play here. Talia and Nautilus stuck between a pillar and a hard place. It looks like they will be punished instead. Fayin now walking out. Boreal is already halfway between his health bar, and they're just going to give over this Nautilus. Squid Champions looked for a play, but the play was played on them instead.
Yeah, Squid Champions are throwing a bit, but it looks like Corki's trying to go for something on Sivir. Sivir's a lot stronger right now, though. You gotta be careful.
Oh, yeah. She's crazy strong right now.
Yeah, I mean, while that fight's going on, it is a pretty big throw. I don't know what reason they have for, trying to run around, be in that place at that time, but, while everything is happening, Sivir is still farming the bot lane. She's picking up the farm. She's picking up the plates. Of course, Akshan now with the Mythic. They're trying to look for something mid, but I don't think they'll be able to find it. Oh, actually...
Right,
the ulti.
Swing, Deadbotting goes down again. 3-5-3 on this Lucian. Man, he has the most deaths out of anybody on his team. And as a bot lane player, that's something you really hate to see. Especially less than 15 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's not farming. He's kind of dying a lot. Might be choking a little bit here in this game. He does have a few of the kills, but he's gotta make sure he's focusing up because a lot of this game rides on how strong this Lucian Nami is, and if he keeps giving away these kills, keeps falling this far behind, then they might be in trouble.
Yeah, like a production. Oh, hold that thought though. As Vegicarp and Boreal in Mortal Kombat once again, Boreal already using the shove, and his Mega Gnar has timed out, so now he's in that mini Gnar form, kind of weak. Will be able to dodge out the last needlework charge though.
The fancy footwork from the Gnar dodges all of it. Able to get out, takes a nice trade. Of course, the Gwen ult is down a lot longer of a cooldown than the Gnar ult, so we'll see if they're actually able to do anything about that. But once again, I mean, Squid Champions are still in control of the map.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this Gnar. I've seen this
I
before.
remember these type of plays. Boreal will be able to hop flash away, and Boreal lives. For
And the
now,
response in the
as
bot
Val-
lane.
the response in the bot lane. Corki goes down. Oh, and they did. They killed Gnar in the top lane.
Yeah, I guess they must. I'm not sure how he ended up dying there. I guess Lucian with the Gale Force was able to pick him up, but both teams cross-mapping. They're probably going to each be able to pick up their tier 2 towers. So, I mean, good response from Squid Champions to just look for that free kill on the bot side while they're diving Boreal. We'll actually see if they're able to grab this tier 2. It looks like they should be able to. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah,
Dragon's
man.
up 80 seconds. Both teams are probably going to start looking to prepare for that.
Yep.
Right now, as we can see, despite Lucian having 3 more kills than the Sivir, Sivir is still up like 900 or so gold. Not really
Yeah, actually,
where you want.
That's what I wanted to mention, Glacier. Sorry to interrupt. Production, if you could toggle gold for us real quick, and then Glacier, you can continue to make your point.
Yeah, so Sivir like 900 gold ahead. She's farming up. Once she hits the 3 items, this champion can start shooting nukes. And Lucian doesn't really want to fall behind in this mid game, but that's what it looks like so far. And of course, we can't ignore that Akshan. He's been so proactive on the map, involved in so many kills for his team. And you know, you were down this pick, but he's starting to look a little bit 1v9.
Nah, look, yeah, exactly. Look, Glacier, you're right. I ain't gonna cap. Hey, Akshan, this game is looking like a carry so far. I'm not gonna say he's a carry just yet. He's starting to look like one, as we see.
A slim possibility of
Shirley was spawned. Who spawned that? Oh, Coffee spawned and then walked away. Okay, I forgot that's what you can do with Rift Hero. Because I just see it spawning randomly in the jungle there, and I'm like, where's the person who spawned it? But that is such a terrible play. You don't even make sure it hits the
one more
turret,
jungle.
though.
Yeah, I mean, I think they just want to put it down, run down to the dragon. So they have Prio here. Of course, Corki's going to look
They do
to
have
go back.
They're looking for this fight now as the
lane.
calling and tidal wave comes out. Idris has already taken down the Gwen, and the Gnar gets the stun, and the enemy goes down as well. Trundle looks to be next. Squid Champions are doing the best they can. Come up, it does take out another. Walmart Jungle goes down, and Valkyria is already late to the party. TP was practically useless. Mountain Drake giving over to Squid Champs.
They dropped the Herald topside, and I guess Corki got a little bit distracted. Ends up fully channeling his recall in the middle of the team fight. By the time he teleported in, his entire team was dead. What are you doing? You have the package, it's completely wasted. Everyone on your team's dead. They get the dragon. You have to think maybe if Corki was paying a little bit more attention there, just ignores the Herald, is able to recall before the fight. Could have had a big impact there, but Squid Champions defying expectations. They are off to a really, really strong early game in game 3.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I ranked them like they were in the bottom of my power rankings initially. Both of these teams actually, because they were pretty unknown. You didn't know too much about them. But then as time went on, Squid Champions did climb up a little bit, so as well as Spirit Essence. I think in the most recent one, I had Spirit Essence at 4th, just because they were on, I believe, like a 2-game winning streak, you know, throughout the weeks. But right now, Squid Champions, they're looking like the better team. If this Akshan pick is the one that like swings this entire series, dude, I mean, I'm speechless because that's just gonna be really funny to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's shown up for sure. They've been so proactive in this early game. I think, you know, Spirit Essence, as soon as that Seraphine was banned away, I feel like they've shied away from a lot of what made them good in that first game. And I think trying to put your eggs in the basket of dead botting, it just hasn't been working out so far. He's down like 70.
You really coming out for this ADC of Spirit Essence here, man.
I mean, if I'm anybody on his team and I'm pressing tab and I'm seeing my strong side ADC down like 70 far to the Sivir, like it's looking a little bit rough. And Fayed again looking for these picks.
In here, Death Chart, Segment Sharp goes wide. TP coming out from Vegicarp here. Teleport. I need my coffee is already down. The Gnar Boreal will be able to shove them away, but the bubble connects and Gnar goes down as well. Idris in the middle of Spirit Essence. He's punished as well. Ride the Fire and Fane are looking for some revenge. Will they be able to get it? The answer is no. Ride the Fire flashes away. Actually, he has revived Warrior. Fane is still alive. This Nautilus is tanker than we think. Ride the Fire is pulling off a carry performance, but he does go down. Oh my god, what a try from the mid laner here of Squid Champions. Boreal is looking for a cleanup though. Is he going to be able to get this 1v3? Nami goes down and the answer is no. Boreal is taken out as well. Vegicarp is now 3-1-6 and this Gwen just might be online. Ace for Spirit Essence.
What a fight there of Spirit Essence. They catch Squid Champions again, just in places where they shouldn't be. I need my coffee. And Fan alone looking for stuff in the enemy jungle. They are spotted out. Fan just gets executed by the Lucian with the ultimate. Oof, Vegicarp gotta be careful here though.
Oh yeah, he should die here. Weaver's
just gets away with the
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it.
Ooh.
Come on, find it. Oh, the answer is no. Oh, he's Ghost. Damn it.
Gwen is too goddamn fast.
Gwen is immune.
Yeah. So I mean, Squid Champions again, like. That's not the fight they want. The Talia just falls right at the beginning, and everyone's just caught out of position after that. I mean, you have to imagine if this fight was on even footing, it just would have been, you know, completely over. Ride the Fire and Fan almost were able to 2v5.
Oh my god, yeah,
it looked like it. Gnar was teleporting in, couldn't quite clean him up. Of course, Gwen in those extended fights with so much damage, so much healing, was able to pull that one out for them. But yeah, like I said, Squid Champions, this has been the one thing I've just kept noticing is they'll lose their lose track of things, and you really don't want that to happen in this game 3. You don't want to throw away the lead they have. But that being said, they're still in a fine position. This next frag's coming up, so this will be a really important fight to see where the momentum of this game goes. If Squid Champions are able to snowball it and end, or if Spirit Essence are able to find the comeback.
Yeah, no, absolutely, Glacier. You made a very great point there. One that I wanted to actually harp on a bit is for the side of Squid Champions here, they need to be a bit more mindful of their positioning and where you have access on the map. Fayin, you were in the blue side jungle. Yeah, you saw somebody, but was that the best well-intentioned play to look for that kill immediately in the blue side jungle of your opponent?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. As we do see them here taking this Ocean Drake. One more jungle flashes and he will be able to steal it. But Boreal and the rest of his team, Boreal's already low. The Tidal Wave comes out. The package does go wide though, and it does quite a bit of damage. I need my coffee, and Squid Champions are going to. But look at the health bars. Idris is still alive. I need my coffee as well. Vegicarp, quadra kill for Idris here. Spirit Champions will a Spirit Essence, and I hope we get a replay of that, because Glacier, I need you to break that down.
That was a wild fight. Of course, Walmart Jungle gets the steal at the beginning. Gnar gets caught over the wall. He ends up jumping over the wall. Gets out with just the smallest margin of health. And then in the meantime, they're trying to kill the Trundle. Trundle ends up falling.
Alright, yeah. And we do have a replay coming up.
Just murders everyone in this fight. Almost gets the pentakill.
Oh, okay. Slight technical difficulty, unfortunately.
No worries there, but it's just a wild fight. Corki gets a massive package off, then the Gwen ult. They almost kill the entire enemy team. Not quite, though. Everyone lives on the smallest amount of health, and Idris is just able to get the ricochets, get the kills. And now this Sivir is online. The Infinity Edge just completed. And I mean, this ADC is doing hella damage.
Yeah, and Idris was currently, like, at first, he was in the middle of that entire team fight. I thought he was going to go down, but those ricochets just came out and just tore through Spirit Essence. Oh my, yo, this is a game 3 that this is the game 3 we wanted. It's not a stomp. It's bar for bar, blood for blood, takedown for takedown from both sides. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I mean, It is takedown for takedown, but I can't help but notice that we are just a moment away from deadbotting being Flame Horizoned in this game. And of course, last game, I believe Walmart Jungle got Flame Horizoned as well. They're farming up, they're scaling. And, I mean, yeah, look at that gold lead. 13,000 gold on this Sivir. You know, she's fully online. This guy is the primary target for Spirit Essence. We'll see how they play around it.
Needlework goes wide. Vegicarp and Walmart Jungle are looking, though. The second proc does hit. True damage as well. Oh my god, Boreal just decimated.
But the Trundle's on the wrong side of the map, and now Squid champions are looking to trade on the Baron. They should just be able to get it here. The Uni Baron. Top laner falls
out. Tidal wave as well. Can Squid champions get out with their prize? They're looking for Idris will have to flash over. Name my coffee will Weaver's wall away. Squid champions will be able to get out with their prize.
Yeah, I mean, really well done. That's how you do it. I mean, if they send too many people to kill your top lane in the bot side, that's just a free Baron. They take it. They're able to get out. They do have to below the Sivir flash, and we'll see, you know, what Spirit Essence is able to do while they have the tempo on the map. But now with Baron on their super scaled Sivir, just picked up her 4th item of the game. And it's getting increasingly scary for Spirit Essence.
It is indeed. And, you know, Glacier, at this point, let me ask you, who saves Spirit Essence? Who saves Spirit Essence? Who brings the spirit and channels their essence to get them this dub?
You know, it's not deadbotting. I'll tell you that right now. Racking up 8 deaths already. I think I gotta put it on Vegicarp. If, you know, we've seen what this champion's been able to do in the past. We've seen what she was able to do last fight, almost killing so much of Squid champions, hitting
Glacier,
so many people.
I'm gonna interrupt you again real quick. I just noticed Corky went the shield bow for his mythic.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it that much, except for the fact that this Corky is really behind. He's got no kills. He's only farming like 6 or so CS a minute, and you know, it's just gonna take him a while. I don't even think on this power spike he'll be too strong. I do like the crit Corky. I think it scales really well, but the shield bow, I mean, I don't think they're just gonna have the damage that they need in some of these crucial upcoming fights. But we'll see what he's able to do with that. If you're able to land a huge package with the AD build on Corky, it can basically single-handedly kill the whole enemy
Why
team,
did he go an AD build?
Dude, that's
what I'm trying to figure out.
Corky's ratios for AD are actually a lot better than they are for AP on anything that's not the rocket. And I think maybe the Q is a little bit close, but you get a lot more damage with your auto attacks. You get a lot more damage with your package. And I think the AP builds have been nerfed a lot. They've tagged the AP ratios on the rocket, so it's not bad. I've seen what it can do. I know Rutledge in CB Rush, he likes he's an AD Corky enthusiast. He's done some crazy things on that champion. But yeah, I mean, it's a strong build, but I don't know if it's what I would have liked to see in this game. You know, he feels so weak only with 2 items 30 minutes into the game. I mean, this is not your carry.
Yeah, so all hosts currently pinch on that Vegicarp piloting the Gwen there in the top lane to at least try and stabilize them into this game, carry them a bit further into the mid game as they now currently have objective bounties on the board here, but their window is closing. Glacial, as the stats man once again, what is the Spirit Essence chance of getting back into this game? You can just give me your own personal opinion, of course.
I think the game might actually just be over. That might be a bit of a pessimist view for the content, but your Trundle completely outpaced. We're at this point where you know, he's like 100 CS behind Flame Horizon. Your ADC's Flame Horizon. The enemy ADC's almost full build. We're not even 30 minutes yet. Your Corky only just got his 3rd item. He's feeling pretty weak. You know, I don't want to say it's completely over, but they're gonna have to pull out a complete miracle here if they're gonna be able to want to turn it around. And it'll have to start with picking off this Sivir.
Dang, man, that's a statement. But you know, honestly, You're probably not wrong, right? It's about a 8K gold lead in favor of Squid Champions right now. And yeah, all those points you mentioned previously, I'm not going to reiterate them. They are extremely valid. Everyone's inventory is practically or police on their way to completion of being full build. Meanwhile, Spirit Essence still working on some of their third or fourth items. So yeah, it's just tough for them. As I don't even know like what they can look for here at this point right now. I mean, do you look for picks or do you just try and turtle all these waves and try and get as much gold onto your carries as you can?
I mean, we've seen it before. Squid Champions, you know, if you can catch them with their pants down, like they have a few times, but it looks like there's going to be the other way around. The dredge line not connecting there. But, I mean, they have full control over this map. All they have to do is just make sure they're not getting picked off. They're not getting too over-aggressive, because when they get into these 5v5s, they are so much stronger. You just got to focus on protecting the Sivir, letting her hit. So if she's able to get her autos off, I mean, she can, I mean, we've seen it already, but she can pretty much wipe the entire enemy team.
Oh my god! As Idris just takes down dead botting, and honestly,
that might just be the writing on the wall for Spirit Essence.
That might be game. We'll see.
I mean, that's just what we call 80 carry gap right there. Corgi with the package, though, looking to trade, but they're in the 4v5. I mean, their ADC's dead.
Oh, Magikarp is here though. He finds the play in the middle, and the package comes out as well. Magikarp is able to take down Idris, and the Sivir is already down. Talia looks to be next as Magikarp is in stasis. Keep your eyes on the Gwen. No, ride the fire. The alternate carry for Squid Champions does revive the Sivir, and he will save his team. Living Phoenix goes down, and I think that just might be the game here. They're gonna chase down this Nami though to try and pat those steps. We see Sivir running down the mid lane here, while Boreal and I Need My Coffee are trying to work down these Nexus turrets. Lucian is back, and Lucian is going to be dead.
That is
full calling, and Lucian's dead. Lucian's up. Lucian's dead.
Lucian tries to go for the outplay there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have our winners. It's going to be Squid Champions taking down Spirit Essence 2-1, and they will secure their spot in the playoffs. GG for the Squids.
Absolute domination in that game. Last 2 games from the Squid Champions. Idris on the Sivir this game, making it happen. Killing Deadbotting their one-on-one in the mid lane. And they're just able to snowball it from there. They are able to finally kill the Sivir, but it took all 5 of them to do it. And I don't like those odds. When you got an empty base, they got Baron, they got the inhibitor. So, yeah, I mean, Squid Champions. You know, we were doubting them at the beginning. They got destroyed in game 1. It wasn't even close, but they banned away the Seraphine. They banned away the Jarvan, and Spirit Essence were never able to find their footing in the rest of the series, and they're able to lock their spot into playoffs.
Yeah, and what a game it was, Glacial. Like, oh, man. I wish we could get 5 of it, because they were, in my opinion, they were pretty well evenly matched teams until they weren't, you know? But yeah. I would take 5 games of that series, but unfortunately, that will not be the case, as Spirit Essence season will come to a close tonight. Squid Champions, however.
Spirit Essence do still have a way in. So I'll reiterate. Lost. They're 2-3 right now. Game score is 7-7. The tiebreaker is game win percentage. Iconic, they're going to be playing against Wheel of Silver, Chaz it up in their last game of the season.
Is that what the WLS stands for?
Yes.
I never knew that.
If they get 0-2'd, they will have a 6-6 game score, so they will actually be tied with Spirit Essence at 2-3 and a 50% win rate. And then ROTM, if they lose their series to the United States Esports Academy, they will also be going to 2-3. So we'll have 3 teams at 2-3 fighting for that third playoff spot.
Doing the big stats right now, Glacial.
But you know what? Actually, do they make it? Because 2-3 between all of them.
I don't know, but you know what? What I'm do know, Glacial, we're gonna cut to a short break as we prepare for an interview with
All right.
Idris, the AD carry of Squid Champions. We'll be right back as we prepare for that interview, though.
And I'll
Don't go
figure it out in
anywhere.
the meantime.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Redacted with Glacier here, and we are joined by the AD carrier of Squid Champions, Mr. Idris himself. Actually, you're the owner, captain as well, right?
Yeah, owner slash captain, I guess.
Yeah. Congratulations on the win, though. How are you all feeling after that win against Spirit Essence here?
Pretty good. It was honestly it was like a bit tense, I guess. Game one, it just went to like shit. Everything went to shit somehow, but I mean, somehow, honestly, we turned it around. I'm not sure how, but I guess I think we're just better. So we may have like maybe boomed a little, but it was fine. We just played better after that. And
Why did you give them Seraphine in game one, by the way? I have to ask.
I don't know. I maybe I overlooked something when scouting. We are just like they picked it back when it was like more strong. They didn't pick it recently. I think we saw that it wasn't always banned and they weren't always picking it, so we were like, oh, they won't pick it. Honestly, I didn't think our drafting game one was necessarily bad. It felt we had like a lot of range into Seraphine, Swain, and stuff. So they
Mhm.
should and They picked like Taric and a bunch of range champions. It shouldn't have went like that, but they just kind of perma-ganked, and we just played really bad around that. So after that, we decided we'll just ban it, just because Seraphine lets bad players like you know get away with it, and then the Jarvan was really annoying. So we just kind of banned. We were like, okay, we'll just ban what's best for us the way we're playing.
Yeah, you guys looked a lot better in game 2, 3, a lot more proactive around the map. So what kind of went into that sort of shift in mentality after game 1?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just realize like you need to have ways to get ahead. You just want to get ahead early, stay ahead early. You don't have to hard snowball. Like if we're really good, we could have hard snowballed, but maybe we're not there yet. So we just decided we'll get ahead early and we'll just stay ahead.
And that
So
worked out quite
yeah.
well.
We picked good lanes. We got really good matchups. I'm not really sure why they picked
Yeah.
Shyvana and Malphite, honestly.
Mhm.
I think because of the rat there that you
Yeah,
have
maybe.
there, they wanted to blow him up pretty
mean,
quickly.
at one
But I
time
don't want to
they-
even talk about the rat. I want to talk about Akshan.
Yeah.
Ride the Fire there he's convinced me a little bit that this guy is a good champion played right. So can you tell me a bit more about Akshan and like without telling me what you can, I'm assuming you all have practiced with him in different compositions, or is this just like a pocket pick for Ride the Fire that he's really comfortable on?
It's just a pocket comfort pick. We just slam it when we think it's a good Akshan game. Sometimes we're just like, oh, well, let's just pick Akshan. It's not like a heavily practiced thing. We've actually only played one scrim as a team. And I think if you saw like the lineups, we didn't even have like our starting lineup for our first week in like the lock-in tournament. So we have not had much practice, to be honest, but we've played with Ride the Fire in previous tournaments and stuff. So it's not like Akshan's like a new pick or anything. We've seen what we
Gotcha.
can do with it. We know it can work. We just have to have the right situation for it, and it's like the right feel for it.
Yeah, so looking
Right,
ahead to
feel for it.
playoffs
2 games
now.
in a row.
Yeah.
Go
Go
why
ahead,
not?
Glacier.
Yeah, looking at the playoffs now, you have locked your spot in there.
Yeah.
What are you guys going to be looking to do as far as preparing for this bracket?
I guess we'll have to wait and see who we're up against. I assume we're up against the opposite group, opposite seed, like
Correct,
2 versus
correct.
3,
Yes.
3 versus 2. I don't know for 2 or 3. I don't know
Mhm.
who on the other side is 3 or 2. We're like the first team, I think, to finish this.
It's
regular season.
currently either going to be Goldfish Gaming Sacred, PG Rajan, Jasmine Dragon, Elementals Frost, and this is a very big maybe. I don't think it's going to happen, but CV Starlight might be able to find a way
In that
in.
team, like,
Yeah,
wins
that-
every single game.
Both groups are mostly still up in the air, so yeah,
Okay.
you're the third.
Yeah.
You're the third team locked.
Cool.
So yeah, now that you guys have your roster together, like, how are you feeling going into these next few weeks of games?
Yeah, it gets better. It only gets better. Hopefully, we'll have, we'll continue to improve.
Is
It
there
only gets
any
better, I'd
team
say.
from group? Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Thought
yeah,
you
that's
were-
it. Hopefully, it should only go upwards from here. So
Is there any team in Group A that you're particularly looking to play, depending on seeding? And is there a team that you don't want to play just yet?
I don't. Honestly, I have not watched much of the streams or anything. At least for that side, I've
That's
watched
fair.
just a couple. Like I think I watched We Love Silver, like stomp some team or something. I don't know. It looks like Dorado Zeta has like undefeated. I thought they were like a plat team, but actually they're like all
Yep.
Diamond 1 now. So maybe they were like,
Yep. No,
maybe
they're the
farming plats. In
they're
the past or
they were the
something.
Platinum World Championship. They beat
champions,
me,
oh, God.
unfortunately. But
So, yeah, I guess,
yeah, that as soon as they I think as soon as Victoria Star, they all started climbing. So yeah, they've been up there now. Definitely not. They're kind of just a honorary plat team at this
Yeah.
point. But yeah,
don't know if-
they're very strong.
So, I
Opponent.
don't know if it's a Mickey Mouse group or they're strong, but I guess they're probably pretty. I mean, they're probably pretty strong if they won stuff together. So
Mhm. I mean, yeah, they've
Yeah,
been playing
think
together
they
for a
don't-
long time.
there's
They've
no
pretty
way-
much
there's not
been
a-
winning since like
Yeah.
season 12 started.
yeah. So there's a bye, right, and their first seed, so we won't play
Yep.
against them round one.
Correct.
So I think any other team
Correct.
is just whatever, probably. And I think We Love Sober. They're pretty good. I think honestly, I feel like we should have beat them, but it was
Mhm.
kind of like they're definitely a pretty good team. So
Yeah, I mean, they
We
also
definitely
were
could
able
have-
to lock that other first seed.
And,
So One of
So
those two, if you win your first week, you'll be running into them in the second round of
in the
playoffs.
second round, okay. And there's no losers, right? It's just
Nope, it's
No,
a very
nope.
small, very short
it's a small
playoffs.
bracket. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll just have to do our prep when we find our opponent, and then just play our best, you know.
Absolutely,
I'm not too worried
absolutely.
about the enemy team overall.
No, that's good. That's good to know, Ben. You know, honestly, I'm very happy for how this series turned out, regardless of who won. I think it was a great game. I also think I want to give y'all kudos because, you know, I did power rankings and I know literally I had y'all a little bit low, but now y'all are the
Little bit
third, at least the third ranked seed or third seeded team in Group B. So
I think we were
kudos
ranked
to
at the
y'all and
very bottom, right?
congratulations. No, I think
Very
Spirit
last?
Essence was ranked at last
Oh,
in like week
okay.
one, like pre-week one. I'm pretty sure I ranked them last because
Okay.
they flexed Seraphine between 4 different lanes. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
Yeah.
kind of a meme one, right? Like it was lock-in, so
I
it
think
wasn't
maybe
real.
earlier we were either too low or maybe scarecrows were too high, but it's all fine. Hope you know. I think the next power ranking will be pretty accurate, hopefully. And yeah, I'm excited. We always like reading those, just seeing what's there. You know, it's entertaining.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's talk about game 3 real quick before we end this interview and let you go relax and, you know, prep for playoffs and whatnot. So were you at any point nervous about the Gwen, or did you just realize that okay, our AD carry is better, so let's just punish theirs?
Well, we knew I was better. We honestly knew we were all better. I think their jungler carries them, but our jungler is also pretty good. It's like he definitely hard outpaced him. We just maybe play a. We don't have. I guess we weren't able to like hard play together, so there's a bit of throwing. You know, some it's just like micro things.
Yeah. Yep.
Honestly, one fight was pretty close. I think I just like killed them all at one point. Like we got split by Corky Package. I debated going in, and I just went in and killed them. The Gwen, I mean, I wasn't worried. First time Gwen. We thought it would be Gwen jungle, honestly, because I was really like, "There's no way they're gonna do this. This guy can't play Gwen," and he kind of proved us right.
Yeah, they should mention that, I
Yeah.
believe.
I don't know. I think their top laner first time all 3 picks, and maybe they would have done better if they played something he was good at.
All right. Well, that was you put on a great performance.
Glacier,
in
I'll
those
let
last
you
few
have the
games.
last question.
Any words for the people watching?
Oh,
And the rest
yeah,
of your team, maybe?
thanks for watching. Shout out, to the team. We all played pretty well today. We're only gonna get better. So hopefully we'll be able to keep on putting out entertaining performances. Maybe throwing out some like monkey picks.
All right. Looking
fun
forward
stuff.
to it.
Any words for group? Any words for Group A before you go?
Group A.
Because that's the other
right?
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Whoever you
how
play
good you
against
are
Group
next
A.
week. Or I guess in 2 weeks from now, almost 2 weeks from now. We'll see how good you are. We'll see which group is the
Alright.
real Mickey Mouse group. Which one is the
Alright.
stacked group? I'll find out. Hopefully it's ours.
Honestly, I mean, we'll see, but I'm not gonna get into it right now. I'm gonna let you go relax. I'm gonna let our
Other
viewers go
discussion.
home and relax as well. We can discuss more because you'll be on the podcast tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
right?
That's right. Thankfully, I
Alright,
came
yeah.
on. I'm coming
So-
on with a win. So
CC
that's
Zone
good.
tomorrow at 8.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
Exactly. So yeah, CC Zone tomorrow at 8. Idris will be there as well with a few other guests who will be announced in the server tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, we are going to close down the stream tonight. It was a wonderful series. We really hope you all enjoyed it. We hope you all enjoyed this bonus stream because we typically don't stream on Mondays. So thank you all for coming out to support tonight. And congratulations to the Squid champions once again for qualifying and locking in their playoff seed. And we do wish the best to Spirit Essence Esports. We hope to see you all in our next Diamond League. And good luck to you all. But thank you all for joining us tonight. And we will see you tomorrow for the CC Zone at 8 p.m. EST. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's fun.
Yeah, no problem, man. And yeah, congrats on the win. And yeah, it's going to be fun to